And we are alive. Last week you guys hired the Golden Blades Ronin to together take down a dragonflight that was already here, resting in a volcano. They, with their Pegasus, flew to the side of the volcano to make a large distraction to get about half of the dragonflight to move out of the volcano and chase them, potentially die. While you guys got a shot to go inside of the volcano to take down the dragons. You've already taken down several. You have freed a Minotaur who was in captivity. And that is where we left off.
Yeah.
Nice.
They also stabbed a bunch of babies.
Yes.
Yeah.
No eggs.
No eggs.
Well, I got hit with a giant beam that took like half my health. So I might drink my greater potion of healing if we're gonna continue
Alright.
onwards to fight I guess this adult
Yeah.
dragon.
But the issue we run into is if we wait, then the rest of the dragons might come back.
Gotta find this adult dragon. It's somewhere.
It's somewhere in here though. Like shouldn't be crazy to find.
Well, you know there's a level below this where you're standing.
Oh, do we know where the entrance for that was? So I see. That's
Right
why. That's
here.
why I was confused.
If you can fly, it's right here.
Okay. Because I was really confused. I didn't realize there was maybe like a hole there. I thought that was just lava lake.
That's like this is like 200 feet up from the lava, so there's like an entire setting below there.
Oh, okay.
It's a big fall.
I genuinely got confused. I thought where we are was like the entrance would be one of these cave entrances. That's why I originally was going to them. I should have obviously find the other dragons. I just thought it was like, oh, we'll go here to find the other ways into whatever entrance there is into the volcano. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I understand now.
We should check this out.
But sure,
Check this out. I'll point over here.
I cannot see where you're pointing. Oh, there's a wee
Things
cave
there's just some
entrance that way.
pillars. Yeah, but we can fly over there if we don't want to step on any more
I
traps.
do believe that I'm not 100% sure, but is Pass Without a Trace now currently gone?
No, Pass Without a Trace is up currently because I
Okay.
didn't lose. I put it up. I put it back up last week,
Yeah.
and then I lost it basically
yeah.
during one of the fights. Then
Yeah.
recast it, and I have
Okay.
yet to be hit to
Yes.
remove it or anything like that.
All right.
Okay. Do we want to stealth again? Actually, I don't know if we re-rolled, or do we
You
care?
did not re-roll yet.
Okay.
We can
So
roll.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll stealth.
We're good enough at it, and it provides enough of an advantage to do it.
Yeah, we're going crazy with it here. Okay, so let's slowly. I will check for traps though inside this little cave entrance bit before we
Go
go
ahead
in.
and make
so
an investigation check.
I don't get hit by another fucking trap. So if I don't make it, but I don't believe there's any traps there.
No
Oh,
traps.
I see a wormling.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Is that you or is
try.
that your clone?
That's my clone.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's kind of confused. I can only see the wormling and a pool of water of some kind.
You're drinking from it.
Oh, okay. So he's distracted. I'm going to sneak a bit further in. Oh, there's another one. There's two wormlings in here. Well, we can do the thing we always do, and I can just start shooting. To be fair,
it's
just
good.
right
Worked
there.
so
Let's start.
far.
So I guess
You want to go first?
yeah, if you're all right with it,
Sure.
sure. I will fire upon this wormling I can see very clearly.
All right.
Yep, with advantage because I am stealthed. Haru is putting something in the chat.
That'll hit.
So that is 34 damage. Or for about 37. My brain. For the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Second hit is not an advantage, but just a straight roll. That'll hit though. For 27 damage. Oh, sorry. The first hit would have also had an extra d6 on it, just because it would have been stealth or thing. But so let's make that 28 on that last one.
Yep.
And then my last attack on the same one again. Ooh.
That'll hit.
Yeah. That there plus 2d. I know it's already dead, but yeah, there you go.
He did.
Yeah. Killed that one, and that is I will move back slightly because I have a feeling there's going to be more dragon. I can't. Well, I'm going to move to here at least to be slightly out of the way, like back further. But that's it. That's my turn.
All right.
Oh, bonus actions I still have. I will stealth again.
All right.
I just remember to stealth my bonus action left. And that is my turn now officially. Sorry.
All right. Then who wants to go next?
I can go next. Send my guy in. He's got 40 feet of movement. You get to here. Cut down to 20 because of stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still within 30 feet from here. Pretty sure, yeah. So that'll be 3 attacks through him.
All right.
First attack.
That'll hit.
Second.
Yeah.
Third.
All right. That is 53 damage.
Weeks.
That's it.
All right. Then
I don't know if I can even get there.
oh, a difficult terrain. Yeah, it'd be difficult terrain to get through, but let's see. What's your movement speed?
60
My
feet, I
walking
believe?
speed is my
Oh, you
flying
can't,
speed
yeah.
is 60. Yeah, if I can't fly in here, then
Yeah,
I only got
you're
30
too
feet.
squeezed to fly in here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so I'm
Also
getting
just-
to like just in front of Kuma, pretty much. So like just right here. Well, if I'm not gonna be able to actually get over there to do anything, I actually might not just move, just because otherwise I'm gonna be. Well, no, I'll do it to bring Yuhara. I forgot I had her on me. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll just come
Yeah,
through to stand
she'll
here
probably
so
whip
she
it to
can
death in a minute.
Yeah, she'll,
yeah, exactly.
She's gonna whip that thing to death.
That poor dragon, like probably one of the worst types
And
of
dead.
style of death you could have at this point. Yeah, just gets
Yeah.
whipped to death.
And as they're all dead, Haru returns just behind you guys a little bit. You guys are here.
Oops, oopsie, sorry.
And
Okay.
then we will roll initiative.
Oh, sorry,
Was it
I should
more-
go back to where I was. I think I was standing there. Oh, that's in the wall.
Initiative.
Out here.
Yeah, continue me.
Ooh.
There we go. Thank you. I think there's something in the water. Oh, there's another. I knew there was more red. I was wondering where the more of the young red dragons were.
Then Tatsu is first.
Whoa. I guess there's a little bit of room to fly around here, but not a lot. And I assume I can't see past this point, but I'm assuming this is a little further. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just position myself. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just a little flight to right here. And I'm just going to hold my action to claw or bite at whatever comes around this corner, if anything.
All right. Then it is Haru's turn.
All right. Are these ledges here difficult terrain?
No.
Okay. Wanted to double check because I already moved slow enough. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can see Kuma and let me measure my range. I don't know what we're up against, but I see people moving to action. I can't actually see Gihei. I will. This would be way too complicated to pull off. I will just throw a simple guidance onto Kuma because I know he likes to stealth and whatnot. And then I will use my bonus action. We're still in a well lit area, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna help much. I will, because I haven't done this yet. I will go ahead and bonus action my Twilight Domain thing. Now we have some darkness. Well, dim light. So at the end of my turn, I will gain a few hit points, and I'll back up just a smidge.
Alright. Then it is the young red dragon's turn. Who will move through rock and end up here, right behind Gihei.
Oh,
Hello.
And it will attempt to bite Gihei. 23.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yes, for 22 piercing damage, and I believe he had one of those potions. So 2 fire damage.
It's
Nah.
24 damage. Gotcha.
Then a claw. That'll miss.
That misses.
And then another claw. That'll miss again. Then it is Kuma's turn.
okay. Did I hear where it was?
You definitely heard, probably heard Guille scream in pain from being bitten.
Okay. Then I will make my way outside, which will break my stealth, sadly, in this case, because
Mhm.
I have to move just a bit beyond my normal movement speed. And I see a young red dragon. Okay, I'm gonna go for that Cobalt Sorcerer first, just to get rid of him, because he's just a one-shot for me, I believe. Yeah. He would be engaged with Gihei, wouldn't he, technically, the wee Cobalt guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So then sneak attack does apply in this case. Fire. E.
Papa!
Okay.
Yep, yep.
Second
He
attack.
catches it. He catches the arrow, and then another arrow goes into his eye, probably. Yeah.
For
He catches one
29
arrow
damage.
with his hand, like, I am the greatest! And then he dies.
Okay. That also means that my Sampacto upgrades,
Mm-hmm.
finally. And so I will move my way back in, because I moved, what was I, like here, wasn't I? So I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So then I move back to there. Because I don't take difficult terrain penalties. Just I forgot that I have my thing, my ability. Oh, and I got 14 temporary points. Thank you very much. That is very handy.
And then it is
But that is my turn.
Yukara's turn, who will do the same thing as Tatsu. Ready action attack when an enemy is near. And then it is Gihei's turn.
Let's hit this dragon pack for what I'm worth.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That'll hit.
Oh, nice.
That'll miss. Duality of man.
And that'll hit again. That is 23 plus 17 is 40 damage.
Bonus section. I'm gonna switch places with my clone.
Zoom. You want
Just
me to swap them out for you?
No, there's no need. I'll just take the dot off this one and put the dot on that one.
Oh yeah. All right.
And that'll do it.
And then it is Tatsu's turn.
Back to me. Let's see. 30. If I get to here, there's literally nothing in here.
What
Yeah,
you
we've been-
recognize it as is what is like a dragon's bath. Very relaxing. Certain type
And
of
there's no other way
mud.
out of here.
You
Just
see
a sick bath.
rumblings of what basically is what's it called, the ruined got the name, the digging speed.
Oh, okay. Is there a path left behind from it?
Sadly, no. It
Or
recollapses.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm gonna dash and come right back out to here,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
All right, Haru, your turn.
All right, so I saw Kuma jump out, would have heard his bow go off, so I assumed that he was firing at something out there. Would that make enough sense too?
That'll make. You know that
Okay,
he's firing something.
Okay, and how high are the ceilings in this little tunnel that we're in?
Here, about 10 feet high.
Okay, so because if I'm in dim light or darkness, I gain a fly speed. So I'm going to ignore the difficult of squeezing past Kuma because we're both not small individuals. I will fly over Kuma and stay up where I can kind of look and see what I can do to help Mr. Gihei. And when I get out there, I will fire off one of my free guiding bolts.
Mm-hmm.
This is 3 of 4 I have. Let me make sure I'm got everything clicked correctly. Been a heck of a day already. Where's my guiding bolt? There it is.
18 will hit.
Okie dokie. And it's just level 1. That's why when it comes from that thing.
All right. Anything else you would like to do?
I will fly back into the little.
Oops, sorry, don't ignore that. I didn't mean to press that.
Little thing, and I will measure over here because just in case, because this is where I was earlier. If Gihei is within 30 feet of me here, he would have gotten 10 hit points. That's my mistake for
How many would I get?
realizing. I thought that was fake Gihei. That's why I didn't say anything. So he would have gotten 11 at the end of my turn. I would go to 10, but I'll stay at 14. End of turn.
All right, then it is the dragon's turn. Let's see. Thing is smart. And you hear it shout in Draconic. Do you think I would fall for this imposter trick?
Yes.
As it merges into the stone here and comes out here the other side, avoiding the opportunity attack because of that.
He's using tactics. I don't like it.
Alright, and then now let's see. That does trigger Yukara's ready action.
At
So she's
advantage because of guiding bolt.
So she's going to whip him. 25 will hit for 24 damage. And now he has 0 movement remaining. But he still has his breath. Let's see. Yeah, Yukara just ruined his plans, so he's going to breath on this. I believe Tatsu is already immune to fire damage, right?
Correct.
Then both Yukara and Gie can make dex saves. Against... Here it comes.
Hey, it didn't make it. Shit. I'll use Indomitable. I failed it. That's okay.
Ugh.
I forgot. Did Yukara drink the potion of fire resistance? Because you didn't. You had
Yeah,
like
she,
4. Alright.
she did.
So
Yeah,
that's
no, I had
27,
six.
and that becomes
I had 6
13.
originally, and then I give those 2 1 and 1 myself, and then I have 3 left over. So
Then she made it and takes 13 damage from it.
I'm gonna take 27, so
Mhm.
that's 16 because of the temp HP. Thank you, Haru, for that.
Alright, then it is Kuma's turn.
well, I'm just gonna fire on that dragon because fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
I will bonus action hide first.
Use that guidance.
Sure. Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna need it.
Yeah.
You made it because of
Well,
that guidance.
yeah. Well, I also do the plus 10 as well because I haven't used anything to break my concentration on the other thing yet, luckily. But I will fire on the young red dragon with advantage then.
Mm-hmm.
Pew pew.
Miss.
Ooh, fuck! That was a bad roll. Okay,
He
second attack.
waves his wing, and the arrow just flies back right at
Oof.
you. Keeps
Just-
waving, and again, all those arrows are
Everything
coming
just-
back for you. Like they're
Yikes.
hitting. They're like you fire them past Haru. They get close to the dragon. It waves, and those arrows turn around and go right to Haru as he blocks them with his shield.
Sorry. And I'm gonna move back a bit just to get out of there a little bit, but that's as far as I'll move for now. That is my turn.
And it is Yukara's turn.
Sadly.
Who will whip him. 18 is a hit, and hit. Doing 26, 39, 45, 55, 96, 83 damage.
God.
Nice. She's carrying this fight so far.
Gihei, your turn.
I'm gonna
Can I
walk up,
measure
look
terror?
around at my allies, and I'm gonna look at the red dragon's like, yes, you're in such a better position now, aren't you? And I stab him.
Alright. How do you want to do this?
Stab twice in each of his eyes, and as he's screaming, the last one goes straight down his throat.
The dragon
Do-do-do.
is dead. I will do the XP
Can
now.
I use the last, as I've done before? Can I use the last 8 rounds of my Twilight Sanctuary and roll and see if I get a 6?
Yes, you may.
If I go in to hear him, can I get some?
Yeah, I'm getting within range of everybody. You're already within range, so I would have moved to like here, and then that will
Awesome.
give everybody 15.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's just basically been letting me, if I have rounds left, so I can use it to get the most possible. I'll just get to where I can, and we have people that look hurt.
Burn second wind.
Yeah, everyone's a little beat up at the moment.
We know we have something potentially bigger and badder coming up, though, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
still
we
know there's
for
at least
sure do.
one adult dragon unaccounted for.
Okay, I've still got some, because I've been being pretty lenient on my stuff here.
Good second wind roll.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That is very nice. Yeah.
So in that case, because I can bust a wild shape, a beacon of hope, and a mass cure wounds to get people back up. But if everybody's setting decenter now, I can go for the more basic heals.
I think we're not too bad, are we, guys?
I could soak another
I'm
30,
doing
but
a little okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm up. What am I at actually? Okay, I'm down like 25 to 50 hit points out of 130. So,
All right, I will. It's a level 5 slot though.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I think I'm okay considering I'm immune to fire damage, so I'm taking a lot less overall.
Okay. I when we get in, the big thing is where I'm going to bust into my best healing option, and I may do it from the get go just to start getting the big heals off.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Well, if
I
we're gonna
think this.
continue with this, we'll go down, right?
Yeah, I think that's the last of the top section that we can explore. We now need to go to the bottom layer to find hopefully where this red dragon he layered in. Okay.
What's
Because I know we
this?
need. Hmm? What's that?
I found another tunnel.
Oh, I think where doesn't what do you call it? The dragon boy? You went down that, didn't you already?
Hmm.
It was empty, I believe.
It's a
it's
dragon's
empty.
bath. Great for dragons. Not so
Can I?
great for anyone else.
Yeah, I will
Can I
So it's
actually.
quickly?
like this is a great place for Tatsu to relax when the things are a bit safer here, but
Yeah, maybe in a bit.
Can I give it a quick once over in here and see if there's anything left behind, or
sure thing. Go
because
ahead and make an
if
investigation
it's a
check.
bath, yeah. Because if it's a bath, you never know, and I will throw a guidance on myself. Unfortunately, the one for you from earlier, Puma would be gone because you used it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too worried. But thank you for that.
Yeah, I figured you were going to be trying to hide, so why not throw guidance?
Yeah. I am a I have a very one note thing. I actually forgot I had what do you call it? Rogue stuff when I first put this ride off. I was like, wait, what am I doing?
You're fairly confident that there's nothing of value here.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Well, I think if we're but like I'll do this when we're about to go down, but I will activate my wing to flying when we're about to go down.
GM, the young lady would have gotten those temporary hit points as well.
All right.
If she accepts them. The person has to be
Yeah.
willing, so.
Yeah, I wasn't in range for them originally because I was
No,
deeper in the
I would
cave.
I would have got down within 30 feet of everybody at one point, and that's whenever I would have been going for the best. So you would have got the 16 as well, because 16 was my next to last roll.
We should sneak if we're going down. Use the smoke to hide our entrance.
That sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah, we should do that for sure if we're gonna go down into this. Although Haru might need to ride with
I
someone.
Are we flying?
We have to fly, yeah.
It's a 200
Yeah,
foot drop.
the only way for me to fly is if I have darkness, and that only lasts 10 minutes. Let me look through my scrolls and stuff, and he starts digging through.
As he's digging through, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, don't worry about it, and I'm just gonna reach over to offer my hand to pick up Haru, and I'm just gonna carry him.
Oh, I was getting ready to spider climb down, but okay.
I just scoop. I was like, all right, we're ready to go.
Let's roll sneak. Oh, I'm the sneaky deakiest. At least I am attempting to be the sneaky deakiest.
You
Yeah.
seem
So
to be the
far.
sneaky deaky. It's for now.
Since we are trying to be sneaky, I will actually try. I have disadvantage, but I will guide myself.
That's a 19
19's not
then.
bad. That's traces. one of those fucking superpowered
I'm-
spells.
I still think Pass Without a Trace shouldn't be a second level spell without what it does.
yeah.
It should have been
Yeah.
a third
Especially with
level
its
spell.
length.
Yeah.
Especially with the length it lasts, but also like there's a
Yeah.
reason why I'm not too regretful of taking all the ranger levels at the end, you know,
Mhm.
because I've got all these some of these utility spells are actually key to our current strategy, so I'm not too worried about
Let's
that part.
see all of the stealth checks real quick. Good. 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 Yeah, all's
Yeah, the
good.
lowest is 19.
As you go down deeper into the volcano, you see you see that place that you went down on was just a tunnel, and now it reveals the full lower layer of the volcano, with the dragon's treasure right here, guarded by two flying creatures with large scimitars.
Oh boy,
Oh,
so
jeez.
Euphrates. That's
Can
I
I
don't
make
like the fact that sorry.
a
Go ahead.
Like the dragon is in here, he's probably in the lava. At least that's my thought process.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do,
Currently,
dwarf?
you're like at the top, about basically the roof is about 50 feet high from the bottom. So yeah, you're between the tunnel and the and this lower level. So the Ifriti haven't spotted you yet with that stealth check.
I was going to ask if anywhere in my training if I would have knowledge of these things, since it seems my temple specializes in extraplanar things apparently.
Well, they focus on fiends, so not necessarily. Person
Okay.
that would probably knows the
So
most
I
about
may
these
think
things would be
with
Kuma.
Can I make a roll about that? Because I want to see if
Sure.
I know anything or not. Because I usually don't know anything, so I like
Mhm.
the idea. Do I have advantage in this roll or is it a straight
Yeah,
roll?
go ahead. Because they are spirits.
What type of roll is it?
It'd be an Arcana.
Arcana or Okay. Okay. Well, 16 is much better than it would have been.
Yeah.
with a
Well,
0.
you don't know exactly what these creatures can do, but you know what they are. They are Ifritis, fire spirits that generally form form contracts. They are a abomination in the spirit realm because they are orders. They are very lawful and orderly, and they do not betray their contracts. What they do occasionally is grant wishes, and they generally follow the wish until the contract to the letter of the contract. But you need to be very good at making contracts.
Wording
Not
it.
yeah. Like
Can
the
I do
instance was
something
like
really?
someone in a legendary instance was like someone ordered themselves to be like, I want to be immortal, and they turned them into basically an immortal being, but that was like an immortal chicken. Or someone was once wished for it being, I want to be the Ifriti's best friend so we can watch together how the Ifriti screws over other people. He turned him into a dog.
Bruh.
As we are flying down, and Kuma, are you relaying this information?
Oh yeah, I will. I would have told you guys. I've been like, he would have said along the lines like, "Oh God, there's a Yashritis. They're not liked by others. They're weirdly stick to rules. That's why I know about them. The rest of them are all quacks. These guys I can understand a bit because of their actual
They don't
existence
need,
being more defined."
so they're not
What's
from
that?
this plane.
I don't believe so with the DM. Like the spirits aren't considered like from this plane, are
No,
they?
no, they aren't.
Oh yeah, no, they're not considered from this plane necessarily. They're both technically from the fire plane, and they come here via the spirit rites. I'm just gonna say that's a thing. That's probably a thing in this world, and especially here.
On Tatsu's back, then I will produce the one remaining tooth I have from the Demilich because I only took one, and I say a quick prayer in Draconic Great Dragon, protect us, and I will sacrifice that to level up my Zanpakuto, giving me the additional +1 to spell focus and DC.
Yeah. Before we do anything as well, I'm going to just look around and see if I can spot anything, because like I obviously know there's an adult dragon to be around here, and knowing that I know the dragon are pretty immune to fire, I want to search around, especially for the lava. Is there a dragon? Like, is there like bubbles coming up that doesn't look right in a certain sense? Like,
Go ahead and make a
purple.
perception check.
Yeah.
I assist with this, considering I'm a dragon, and this might be something I'd have done before.
Sure thing. Go
Or,
ahead.
well, I guess not before. Now, actually, I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to actually, because I haven't
But you
actually
can do
had
the help
fire
action. No
immunity.
worries. You can do the fire. You can
Well,
do the help action. No worries. That is sadly a failure on the help action, so that becomes a 17.
I'll try to help.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Alright, then it becomes a 26.
Have a guidance.
Can I have the guidance on as well, or is this
Go
too
ahead.
late?
I was busy typing.
28.
Oh no,
Really
it's fine. I'm just making sure. So that's a 28 in total. I am looking around with. Well, it's more like we're all as a big squad looking around, really. But
Yeah.
We do expect a fucking adult dragon somewhere.
yeah, we know there's one in here, so
It's
we're
right
ready for.
here, swimming in the lava.
Is it like? Is it trying to? Is it submerged, or is it currently just like bobbing at the top?
It's submerged. You can spot it due through the strange movement of the
Way the
lava.
current, yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a weird like wake nearly left behind it, which isn't
Mhm.
normal. Okay, I go like, oh, there's the dragon there himself. He's under the lava. He's swimming about like a cunt.
Kind
do
of
we
curious
have
what these
any?
guys' current contract is.
Guard the treasure, I'd imagine.
If it's just that, then they
I'm-
won't help us if we kill the dragon.
I've had enough bad luck with dealing with extraplanar. Hopefully, I was saving up for something like this. I can probably, if luck is on my side, finally get rid of both of them. But I will have to get someplace to maintain my concentration.
Okay. Out of curiosity, DM, because this dragon is submerged, does that mean I have disadvantage while attacking it, or is it not that low in the lava?
It's deep enough that your arrows will probably melt before the.
Yeah, no, I thought so. That's why I was asking, because like,
Unless you use special magic arrows, they could survive it. And it
sadly,
would
that is
also be
one.
like a form of disadvantage when shooting on them on the dragon when it's
Yeah,
submerged
yeah,
in the
no,
lava.
that's
But
yeah,
a
because I was
normal
imagining like
arrow
similar
would
to
probably
things.
just melt in the lava.
Okay, so that means it's a little bit annoying. I can't quite get this guy out unless somebody pulls him out
I
before I
mean,
shoot.
if we wish, I could summon a celestial to try and have that thing try to attack it and see if its attacks will go through.
Like so let's just see what we all want to do first. So you want to banish those two you freed them, imagine, in
I'm going to do
Haru.
something too.
Okay, you're gonna do something like that, something along some lines. Uh, you want to summon a celestial being that assists and attack that thing. And Gihei, what you want to do?
I was curious what their contract was.
Well, well, we don't know what their contract is. We'd have to ask them, and if we had to ask them, they'll most likely alert the red dragon right there. So,
No, but that
and,
itself would get the red dragon out of the lava.
oh no, but
If it was going to
it'd break
invade.
our surprise, if you know what I mean, because they currently don't
It'd break
know
my
we're up here.
surprise.
If that would that work, DM? If you were like to,
It would
or
break
would that
his
break the full
surprise,
groups?
yes.
Oh, so we'd still have ours.
Yeah.
Or the people who would still be hiding would still have theirs.
Mhm.
Well, I can. If you want to attempt them, if you want to attempt that dragon out of its hidey hole or whatever, I am going to stay up here and kind of just hide still. So I'll stay like I'm basically on the lip of the tunnel. I'm like essentially I'm flying, but I'm like basically holding onto the lip of this tunnel for the moment. You guys do what you want.
Alright.
This is what I'm gonna be doing for my thing.
Considering we are gonna try and fight, the remaining troops that are gonna be outside that are coming in after this, I think I am gonna summon Celestial. I'm gonna take out my Summon Celestial scroll and give that a whirl.
I'll sneak over to this Afridi over here, super quietly, and
Do you
use
have
my clone and ask him.
do you have the spell level to use Summon Celestial?
I do not.
So then you have to do a I believe your spell casting is either intellect
It's
Charisma.
charisma.
or charisma. Then
Is
you
this something we can do a help action on?
yeah. But then you
Huh?
have to do a DC
I will.
15 charisma check. And
Oh,
Tatsu is
me?
help, and I know for Tatsu, and you can do the help action.
Yeah, I will do my scroll reading help
Alright.
action.
So it failed on your initial try, and depending on if Haru's yeah becomes a 24, so now it's successful.
No, 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 you're pronouncing it wrong. And then right at that point,
Let's see. Let's see if I have a celestial spirit.
Oh, I
I
had
have one
the
made in
Summon Celestial. Yeah, the little thing I already made.
Oh, okay, yeah, and you can just use yours.
Yeah, I already have it. And we're not attacking yet, correct?
Correct.
Nah,
Not
I want to
yet.
see
Like
if these guys will tell me what the
Okay.
contract is.
Um,
specifically as well, like Kuma is trying to wait to the point where he can surprise the dragon. He's waiting till
Gotcha.
he's trying a situation where he hopes that it'll get out of the lava, then he'll shoot because then he'll be able to actually hit it. Currently, with it submerged, he would either not be able to hit it or hit it at disadvantage. So that's kind of where I'm at.
does there look to be any place that I could safely get to where I'm not going to, if I fall off of Tatsu, I'm not going to burn alive?
Well, these rocks here, for example, although these rocks you would probably still get damage from like the outward heat, but here where the treasure is, it's probably pretty safe. At least from the
Okay.
heat.
And last, and this is probably a very dumb question, I'm sorry, guys. The treasure, is that a room that's in where if I'm over here I can't see this guy, or is that just a pile of treasure?
That's just a pile of treasure.
Gotcha. Okay, so that'll help a lot. I will slowly whisper down to Tatsu. I may need a ride back out of here, but I'm going to try to get to someplace opportune.
Yeah, that sounds
Alright.
perfect. And the Celestial Summon is an Avenger. Just as an
Alright.
FYI.
Oh,
And while we're
man.
waiting, I do want to use its once a day ability for it to heal. It's just gonna heal me. 2d6, 2d8 plus 5. So 10. I'm gonna go up 10 hit points. It currently has 16, 40. Okay.
Be over here. Here would be.
Okay, so if I'm gonna move and take, is Yuhara? Does she want to stay with me, or is she looking to go somewhere else as
She has
well?
no ability to fly, so she wants to stay with you.
I gotcha. So in this case,
Don't go lava
I'm gonna,
diving.
yeah, I'm gonna follow Gihei around to drop off Haru
Oh, if
over
you want to do
here.
that, or because I was going to dimension door down after I greater invisibility myself.
I
Like I
mean,
said,
I
I'm
can just,
going.
we're setting up here, so we can move around. We have the freedom.
Well, I need to be down close to those Ifrit, and unless they are completely distracted, there will be then no way I can get to where I need to be because they will see us. You know what I mean?
Gihei, are you still flying, or did you touch down on the ground over here?
I'm flying. I'm probably going to land to talk to him.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he's because I'm following Gihei in his flight pattern, so if he's going to land, I'm following, so that way I can just drop off these people that need to hop off.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I
I
can
will
get
just
started
make
with
it.
this conversation.
As we are getting close, though, just because I know I will need it to start off, I'm going to use one of my level 4 spell slots and greater invisibility myself, and then as soon as I get another chance, I will dimension door over there. I will reduce my supplies.
All right. I would like to approach the Ifriti and whisper to him, "Hey, hey, yeah, over here.
Which
What's your
language do you
current
speak to it?
contract look like?" That's a question. I don't speak regular spirit. Let me see what would
Um,
be best for him. I have.
Oh, you do speak regular spirit. That's celestial.
oh, that's my
No, that's
language.
Oh, yeah.
his.
Yeah, that was me. Just
I
in
speak these
case.
three.
Oh, yeah, then, he sees you, and he, and he looks at you, and he has no idea what you're saying.
Hmm.
Gihei, what is it that you want to say, and I'll
I
translate it
want
for
to
you.
ask him what his current contract is. Or
My
if he
small
has
bird
one he
friend
can
would
provide.
like to know what your current contract is.
Revealing Tatsu as well, so his surprise is now also gone.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
Sorry,
I'm gonna
Tots.
start. I'm gonna start crawling my way along the ceiling, essentially,
Yeah.
going as far away as I can, because I could go anywhere in this room and effectively still be in range. So I'm just gonna start crawling my way downwards at this moment in
Protect the
time.
lair of my master and mistress. Why are you
He
here?
says to protect the lair of his master and mistress. He wants to know why we're here.
Kill some dragons?
Oh, I don't know if that's a good response. One of these dragons might be their said mistress or master. So let's. You want to reformat that real quick?
Uh, we could ask him who his mistress is.
If you do not mind, Great Spirit, who is your masters?
The great dragons, Ishera and Abarak.
I'll say that.
Uh, is one of them in the lava over there?
Does one of them happen to be within this lair?
Yeah, pretty much that, Haru.
Thank you. I've been writing these out as short stories for a friend of mine, so I wanted to get your spelling right.
How did you know that? Yes, they are.
Oh.
Or yes, one of them
Oh.
is.
I see. I see. How long are you contracted for?
What does your contract have duration wise?
I don't believe
At
that's
this
any of
point,
your business.
I mean, if we wanted to hire you when it was done, it would be. But
Hmm,
I can't say that. Tatsu would have to say that. Also, I think at this
I'm just
point,
gonna
we know we
from this
can't
point.
bribe
I'm
these
just
guys away.
translating 1-to-1.
the other
Yeah.
one is flying.
So I'm just waiting for hire at this point.
So ridiculous.
I mean, I'm enjoying this.
No. I'm enjoying it because it's ridiculous. I just think it's ridiculous. There's nothing unenjoyable about it.
We wish to see if we could obtain you on a possible retainer after your contract is finished.
Do you have the magical essence of sacrifice needed?
He's wondering if we have sacrifice essence for this.
To afford our services?
For payment.
Maybe.
I mean, I Do they understand common like Rayakon or no?
They haven't reacted to whatever one of the three languages Gihei
Okay.
is docked to.
In
So
that case,
the
speaking in
Celestial is the
Rayakon to
one
Gihei,
you know for sure. But
yeah, I'm gonna continue in Rayakon to Gihei. It's like, hey, it's looking like they're not gonna do anything unless we sacrifice essence, like a sacrificial essence to them. So if you want to
Yeah,
plan
I got
to
that feeling
attack
too. I'm just
some,
waiting for Haru
yeah,
to teleport these nerds to a different
yeah.
plane.
I mean, if we're just here to stall, I mean, we could always attack them or chill, and then I'm gonna switch to Celestial. Oh, we are in the current process of attaining such an essence. We wish to contact you first
go
and
ahead and make a
see
deception
your
check.
availability.
Do I see my friends starting to bullshit, basically?
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna be getting up in range to throw out a upcasted banishment then.
All right.
I rolled an 18.
Let me make
They
sure I get
seems to
within
still
range.
be they lost their patience for a moment, but they're still listening to you right now.
Do they take payment in souls, or is it specifically spell, or is it like a spell flat price, or uh,
It's whatever that sacrificial essence is. I think. I think it has to be that. They didn't seem very open otherwise.
sacrificial essence is
I
not something I'm
I don't
aware
know.
of. Yeah. Uh,
It is the power of your mana.
oh.
Nope.
And then the banishment is cast. All right.
Yep, and I am greater invisible. So I assume this took up at least half my time, though.
Mm-hmm. Then it is
DC 21 now because sacrificing that tooth put my.
all right. First
DC
the
higher.
left one. The left one made it.
Holy
Now
shit.
the right one.
And
Failed
I
at
think
it.
they're outside of range. Give me a second because I might be able to silvery barbs that I might be out of range, though.
Does Tatsu have silvery barbs?
I do. I can if he's not in range, I'll do it.
I can't remember the range right off the top of my head, and I'm nursing a kitten.
It's 30 feet off the top
Yeah.
of my head.
30
Then
feet. I
I
don't
can
got
go
it.
ahead. I can silver barbs that,
All right.
and I'll give the advantage of it.
Oh, it's
Let me
60 feet. Never
see.
mind. Sorry. I was wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
The-
Creature you can stay within 60 feet.
Oh, then if it's
But
60,
only
then
one of
yeah,
you
I'll
two
do it.
can
I'll
do the
stay blue.
silvery barb. So if he makes it, then he just makes it. Because then the other one is too late. Or you can both do it, and then you both lose a spell slot. But then he does
I
need to
will
roll
do it
twice.
because
All
it's
right.
my thing, and I'd hate for Branson to have to use up an ability.
Still made it.
Still made it, but we got one.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, one's
And with
pretty important,
that, we will roll in. Kuma could still make a surprise round if he wants to.
though. I
Correct.
could.
Can my Celestial also get a surprise round or no?
No, because it didn't stealth.
Gotcha. Okay.
The thing is, I do want a surprise round, but at the same time, it also uses. I don't know. Maybe just hitting that Euphrates might be just about. It uses up my abilities because I don't get to use them in the. I don't get to use the first
Mhm.
round thing.
Yukara also gets the surprise round, so she's definitely gonna use hers.
Yeah, I think I'll
that's
use
pretty
mine
good.
because even if I didn't want to, it's like kind of like I might as well. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Even getting rid of one of the other Euphrates, if I can maintain concentration, that's one down.
Yeah, and we could possibly just yeet this one out of the battlefield as well if we go now. So I'll also I will attack this second Euphrates.
All right.
So at advantage because
Well, we don't get to hire them, but this, or at least we have to kill them.
Yeah, but I will attack the second Euphrates.
I wasn't
Alright.
expecting him to be married to the dragons, though. That was
Ooh.
shocking. Nice roll.
Okay, so yep. I think Let me just check if the 2d6s are in there. I don't think I forgot to add those. So yeah, there's another 2d or 4d6 technically to actually roll on this one. So I'll roll those now. Sorry, it's an extra 16 on that first hit.
That is 29, 30, 60 damage.
60 damage. Second attack. 15 probably will miss.
Misses.
Third attack. Always the I don't know. Third attack. I don't know what it is, but that's the one I really always miss on, no matter what I do. But with my last bonus action, I will also rehide again.
All right. And then for Yukara,
Ooh, double ones.
she hits all of them. 31. New 3T. No fire things. 31. 43. 65. 78. 95 damage.
Sheesh. Monster.
Yep.
Now we roll initiative.
Remember that if you need to, Haru, you can just take a 20.
I will every time. I can't wait to get a few more levels in me though, so I can start giving multiple people advantage.
Oh, if it
And
makes it
I'm
well,
going
I
to
mean,
roll for where the dragon is.
if it makes you feel better, whenever I hit 18, the taking 20 initiative thing, I can play up to 2 people, but that's literally level 18. It's a long ways off. Well, actually, we're like 12 now. It's not too far. Now that I think about it.
Not crazy. It's definitely a possibility at some point.
Alright. Yukara is first. So she will continue whipping that Ifriti.
Man, maybe we didn't even have to banish him. I just let her kill, slap him to death. I guess.
Still, let's
Absolutely
just focus
brutal.
a lot more heavily on the
That'll
big
kill
dragon.
him.
Noise.
And one thing that you all
Crazy work.
notice is normally this spirit Ifriti would go to the plane of fire upon death, but because interdimensional travel is not possible anymore due to the activation of the lightning towers, it perma-dies here.
Wow,
shit.
that's actually
Rip.
Oh, you know what we should do then? We should go and battle one of the scroll demons in and see if he'll die permanently.
I will make an argument against that when we're done, but after the fight.
Kuma, your turn.
The dragon's still under the lava, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, I can't really do much about that. So then I will re-stealth because I fucked up my stealth real bad. Okay, much better this time. And for my action, I'll ready an attack for when the red dragon gets closer to our teammates over in the north. And that'll be my turn.
And then, did I remove anyone accidentally out of initiative? Because I misclicked something with removing the E3T.
Kuma,
I mean,
Tatsuki, no, I think everybody's there.
Alright, good.
It's 2 adult dragons on there.
Yeah,
I think that's a
that's
lair
correct.
action.
Lair
Oh, yeah,
action.
that's the
Gotcha.
lair action. Yeah, that makes sense. So we are in their lair.
Tatsu.
I'm going to move over here. 5, 10, 15. Oh, I guess I'll just fly. And I'm going to land on top of this treasure and then call out, "You cowardly beast! I sit here upon your horde and I will fight you to the death." I'm going to take the dodge action. And then my celestial goes.
That'll do it.
My celestial gets to go right after me. And he is going to continue to hover up in the air where he is, way over here next to Gihei and them, and he's going to hold an attack action for when the dragon appears. That's it. That's our turn.
Alright, Haru, your turn.
you can charge me whatever you need to for this, but seeing that one just die there and being, as I've been kind of specializing in this kind of magic, would I know then that if I hold this for a minute, it's just coming back?
Yes.
That okay. Well, and it would only come back there. I can't just like eat it somewhere. So
Mm-hmm.
let's at least hold it out for a little bit. My friends probably have stuff going on, but I do know that the brave young Tatsu has taunted a dragon, so it's probably about to deal with that, hopefully. So I am going to just figure out where I need to be the most help to the party in general. Is Kuma flying or?
I'm currently flying, but I'm basically like against the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out a place I can get to hold out my concentration, and because dragons are smart. If it's got blind sight, it knew I did something, so I don't want to take a huge risk on that. But I've got a little bit of stuff. I don't think I've got range on you guys to throw out a bless. No. Pardon the language. I don't know what to do. Bonus action, starry form for my concentration checks, at least on that. And then I will action. Shit. I had something planned, but it's not going to do much. Because we can't even see the dragon to target it with something, can
Yeah,
we?
you know where it is, but you can't really target it without. Oh, you could like if you have a like you could hit it with a what's it called, guiding bolt, but you would have disadvantage on the attack.
Oh, okay. I'm also, or like a spell that does not require line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
So I have something that says it's slow. You alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube. Each target must. It doesn't say I have to see them. They just have to be within that cube. So
Yeah.
I know roughly where he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's throw out a slow to at least try something here.
All right, that is a wisdom save, I believe, right?
I owe you a casting first
Mm-hmm.
because it's from a scroll.
Yes.
Floor will be brutal right now.
All right.
Goes off. And that should be DC 21 because my stuff went up.
It failed it, so it will use a legendary to make it.
That was the hope. Start eating those legendary resistances, and then my chunky self, though still technically invisible. Clang, 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 clang. Alrighty. And that's all I got. Sorry it wasn't much, guys.
And then
No,
it
that's
is the
plenty.
dragon's lair action. What was Tatsu or Kuma's stealth?
A 30, well, technically
31.
41.
Yeah, then he has no idea where
Total
you are.
41 because I have this.
You know, Tatsu is insulting it, but it also is extremely intelligent and has enough blind sight for that. Haru. It will use its lair action on you. You can make me a. Let's see where it says there. They put it so inconveniently, the lair actions. You can make a deck save. Oh, you made it. So you take half
Oh,
damage.
shit. Every time I do that, I roll a nat 20.
Alright. That is
More damage
18
too.
becomes 9 fire as a magma explodes from the ground and he avoids a
Becomes
large
4.
part of the splash of yeah, becomes 4. And a concentration check. You have 2 spells
And I'm doing
active,
it
so
to
it's
math
DC
because
15.
I've got 3 up because I still have my enhance ability.
Then it's 20.
Yep. At advantage.
Mm-hmm. That is a failure. Meaning the
No,
invisibility.
wait. Hold on. I just said I had it. I remembered last time I failed a concentration on my thing, which lost enhance ability, but that's my mistake for not remembering correctly.
Alright. So yeah, then you made it.
Yeah, I just don't have enhance ability.
Then that was the lair action. Then it's Gihei's turn.
Bonus action, I'm gonna activate my my Eldritch Claw tattoo. Get that going. I'll take a dash as my action to get myself into positions that I prefer. So hold on. So 30, 55. Get me here. Let's put myself over there. That'll work. That'll be it for me.
Alright. Then it is the actual dragon's turn. Who will emerge from the water. Large in size. I believe one ready action is going off.
I said when they get closer to the teammates. I'm gonna wait till he moves because I want to make sure that he's at least
One
engaged
sneak
with
attack.
them. Yeah, well, it's not even
He
sneak attack. It's
flies
not even that. It's
towards
to make sure
Haru.
I don't get fucked. Oh well, that also works because he got closer to an ally. It's not the ones I thought he
Howard!
would. So a shot from my bow goes off then.
And
At
I also have a
advantage.
Summon Celestial
Mhm.
held action.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
Noise.
The radiant bow
18?
does not. The 18 does not hit.
Gotcha.
32 damage.
Yeah. That is that rejection. There's not much else to say about
Alright.
that.
Then, as it flies next to Haru, its tail goes down, and it attempts to grapple Haru.
Oh no.
33.
We can beat that.
Now, you could roll a natural 20 and beat it. Haru, you are grappled by the dragon. And it has enough movement speed to jump right back into the lava as it submerges itself underneath it. Then you take the half of this, but lava damage is still a lot.
Papa hurt.
Yeah. You take 43 fire damage. I've already halved it for you.
Alrighty.
And that'll mean a concentration check of 43 halved is 21, plus the extra spell is DC 26.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just. Alright. As long. Hopefully, I can roll a. Just the normal.
That is a failure. So that means your greater invisibility, your invisibility is gone, and the banishment has stopped. Meaning, this guy's back.
He comes back within 5 feet of where he was.
Yeah. Alright, that is as the dragon and Haru are both submerged in the lava. Then it is the Afriti's turn, who says, You dare touch my master's treasure! And flies over to Tatsu, attempting to attack him with his
I'm
scimitar.
still dodging.
Yes, you're still dodging.
That will trigger sentinel
Oh,
on me.
thank God.
Mm-hmm.
And I have reach, so
Boom. That is
Oh.
21, 21, 23, 28 damage. Then second attack on Tatsu. 22 to hit
22 does hit.
for 16 damage since you're immune to the fire.
That eats up all the temp H points I gained from Haru.
Mm-hmm. And then the dragon will use 2 legendary actions to use its wing attack, so Haru can make another dex save as he lets go of the grapple.
I will pass that with the ring of evasion.
Alright. Then you take no damage from it, as you are now alone in the lava, as the dragon flies out of the lava and comes closer to here. Alright, then it is Yukara's turn. So we're now in round 2. She will walk towards the Afriti and whip him. Hits 2 times for 31 and 28, so that is 50 and 9 damage.
Because of her,
Nice.
I've had that Lord of the Rings song stuck in my head all week.
Alright, then it is Kuma at the end of her turn. The dragon will use a tail attack, and the tail is much longer than it should be, and it will use it on fake Kihei,
alright.
which is its last legendary until its next turn.
That's Fakey Hay is gone.
Yes. Kuma, your turn.
That's fine.
Okay.
But it had a longer reach, but didn't have that much of a longer reach to attack anyone else than fake Kihei.
Okay, I am going to move with my fly speed over to here. And let me see. I don't really have these spells that can actually help, at least not for Harrow. Sadly, that is beyond my reach. But I think I'll attack the Ifrit here because we need to get rid of him as quick as possible. So I will start shooting at the Ifrit. Do get stealth attack here. Yep, that's everything correct. So first shot at the Ifrit. The 15.
15 misses.
Second attack. 19.
19 hits.
Nice. Okay. So that's 24 damage plus a d6. So 25 damage just.
Mm-hmm.
And then while I'm along the ceiling again, I will try to rehide. Again.
Alright.
Still have that other spell active, so that is 29.
Yes.
That is my turn.
Alright. Then it is Tatsu's turn.
I forgot
Yep.
about my. Oh well.
If you
Is
wanted
Haru?
to leave the Ifrit to me, you could.
Yeah, is Haru visible? Like, is he like in the lava to where I
Yeah, you
can
see where he
see him?
fell, and you said you
Or is
saw
he-
when you can see where he's moving.
Okay. In that case, I am gonna move over like this. I'll take whatever if he's gonna attack me or not.
He's gonna do an opportunity attack
The
with a
free.
scimitar.
Yeah,
13 misses.
it's a miss. Great. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to first activate my ring of actions to get 1d4
Mm-hmm.
a potential 1d4 extra actions on my next following turns.
Mm-hmm. 4.
4 for 4 turns.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And then I'm going to use my action to look at Haru. I'm going to vortex warp Haru out of the lava, and then 90. Is it 90 feet from Haru or 90 feet from me? So could I go 90 feet from
The
here
range is 90
backwards,
feet.
or
Let's see. I would say you can target anyone within 90 feet of you, and you can move them 90 feet.
okay, from my position?
Yeah.
Or like from
Yeah,
90
from
feet from your
from
position.
your
Okay, great.
position.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Haru like
Wall in the
literally
corner.
as far away as
Yeah.
possible. Yeah, like all the way
Alright,
over
and
there.
move them here.
Yeah, that is. Oh, can I legendary action smack the Freet since he attacked me or no?
Yeah.
I know that was like before I got. Okay, cool. I keep forgetting I can do that now. Yeah, so I'll tail slap him.
That'll hit. Doing 11 damage.
All right, that is it for me. That's all I can do.
Alright, then
Oh,
it
bonus
is...
action. I will make a perception check.
Go ahead. You find nothing out of the
17.
ordinary, as far as you can tell.
Okay, that's it.
Alright, then it is Haru's turn.
Oh,
I do have a question, Haru.
I'm sorry.
Did
the
you,
Celestial Spirit gets
Oh,
to go.
go ahead. Yeah, it's because he's not on the
Yeah, I
initiative
get
that
it.
that's fucked. Give me a
Yeah,
sec. Where is the
because
Celestial Spirit right
he's
now?
supposed to be. He's in the air. He's right here.
Okay.
Because he goes on my initiative just after me. So yeah, my bad.
Give me a sec. I'll add him to the initiative. Then it's easier to,
Yeah, that would
not,
actually be easier.
not
Yeah.
happens again. So he's after
I'm gonna
you,
be.
so I'll give him 21. There you go.
Thank you.
This won't
And it's
happen
gonna be
anymore.
going. Yeah, it's gonna
Both
be
of
going
those
at the
hits
dragon.
for a total of 33 damage.
Yeah, that's it for him as well. My bad.
Then it is Haru's turn. And did you
I believe
remove
all
the...
of my non-magical stuff would be destroyed, correct?
No, that's not how lava works.
Okay, I was just trying to be as fair to you, but I do think
I do have a question though. Did you remove the 43 damage that you took from entering the lava?
Yeah, I had a 6th level aid on myself,
Okay.
as well as the 15 temporary hit points. So
Ah,
I'm
yeah,
still
yeah.
really good.
Okay.
I figured that was your question because I'm at 1 hit point down from my max right now.
Yeah, that was like, huh? I knew you had temporary hit points, but I didn't
Pretty
know you had
fresh for a
that
guy
many.
who's slamming lava.
Yeah.
Temp, and then I was at 146 from the aid. So that was 25, 20, 30. Oh, I owe you 2 hit points. Boom, boom. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm narratively, I do think I'm still sizzling.
Mm-hmm.
Crap. I am going to. The darn thing keeps. Well, I'm the only one that's been resisting against. Let's try. A hypnotic pattern.
All right, another
Wait,
wisdom save for the dragon.
Yeah.
It made it.
Okie dokie. And then bonus action. I will use my last channel divinity from the Amulet of the Devout finally, so I will not get that one back on a short rest. That's all I got.
All
If anybody
right.
wants 10 hit points, get close.
And it is the dragon's lair action. And let's see who it can use it on best. Kuma, are you hidden right now?
I am.
All right.
That's gonna be my tactic: is hiding during the end of my run instead of the start, so that I can make sure I don't get targeted being so far away from the group. Or
All
try my
right.
best anyway.
And you will not get targeted by the lair. Who will then get targeted by the lair? That leaves Haru, Gihei, and Tatsu. Or all three. Let's see. Oh wait, can even target more with it. The volcano starts shaking, and both Tatsu, Gihei, and Yukara have to make a dex save to not fall prone.
Oop.
Oh,
I
deck
guess I'm pulling
saved.
pro.
Only Yukara doesn't fall prone out of you three. So all three of you are prone on the ground now. Gihei, your turn.
I use half my movement to stand back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make an attack at this guy.
Alright.
Get stabbed.
Miss.
That's it.
16 misses.
Mobile trigger even if I miss? I forget. I know, but does mobile trigger even if I miss? Or
Yeah,
do
yeah.
I have to
Yeah,
actually
you just need to make an
nail
attack.
the
You don't
guy?
need to hit.
Cool. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can only go 20 feet here. Let's go further south. Yeah, that'll work. Fly myself to here. That means if this guy tries to move on Yuhara, he's going to get AOP'd, and I'm pretty sure if he moves this way, the same thing will happen. This guy's fucked. Bonus action, we'll make a clone within 15 feet of me. To 15. And with Eldritch Claw active, I can hit the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 attacks. Actually, let's go for the whole shebang. Finish out my first attack action. So that'll go on the dragon.
Mm-hmm. Both to hit,
And
doing
action.
18, 20, 40 damage.
I will action surge and do 3 more.
Alright.
And hold on to this one.
The 16
I think the last one
misses.
misses.
Yeah. That is an additional 24, 26, 33, 43 damage.
What he gets for slapping me.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be it for Gihei.
Alright. Then it's Dragon's turn. And let's see with the perfect. It flies towards fake Gihei, breathes in, and blasts fire, hitting Real Gihei, fake Gihei, Yukara, and the Celestial Summon. Also hitting Tatsu, but he is unaffected by it, as well as the Ifriti. I'll roll the
Okay.
damage.
Big Kihei's completely gone. Goodbye, Big Kihei.
PK could not survive that.
Sheesh.
I actually have to roll it, but I thought it would do
Celestial
it
Spirit.
automatically, but because some of these things do it automatically and some of them don't.
They update the sheets
Yeah.
sporadically, I think. Ugh.
Yeah, Spirit's gone.
Okay.
Is that not
Yukara
up there,
also
or
failed
there
it.
was just
Yeah, I was wondering, wait, are you saying that this bird is the? Because I had the Celestial Spirit as this guy.
Oh, I thought it was this.
He's been
but,
there that whole time. I don't
'Cause
know
it
whose
does say
bird that,
What the
that
fuck
was.
is
I
this?
thought.
Yeah, it does say Celestial Spirit when I click on it, but
Oh,
That's
I
the
think that's
Celestial Spirit I
Haru's.
made.
ah,
That's the special one I made, like I do for the different summons, so that we have one to use with the actual stats.
then
Yeah,
I'll,
because I was like,
then I'll
I don't
add
know who
your,
that
yeah.
is.
I thought that was the Celestial Spirit, but I'll add your one. So yours is actually saved.
Yeah, because I was sitting there, I was like, I wasn't looking, like, my screen is zoomed down, so I thought, dang, that's a big beam, but okay, cool. Okay, whew.
So temp
Turn
HP and
takes
then
34 because of the fire
Right.
poison resistance.
ow.
And then it'll engage closer with its remaining movement. That is its turn. Then it is the Ifriti's turn, who will fly towards Gihei.
That
And
will
does
provoke from Yuhara, won't it?
depends on the on her range, because I have to check it. Because hers is like ridiculously long, 50 feet.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that might not provoke them.
Yeah, no.
Nah. Can't do the Sentinel shenanigans. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. So he will
Let's
attack
have
Gihei.
them.
All right. First attack. 14 will
No.
miss. 29 will hit.
That'll hit.
For 9 and halved already, 2 fire damage, so 11 damage. Then after its turn, the dragon will take a legendary action. Were you prone, Tatsu?
I am prone, yes.
Alright, and then it will attack you with advantage.
It already has advantage due to size
Yeah,
matters,
yeah.
but ooh, 18.
For 18 bludgeoning damage.
Trigger. I'll trigger my signal, so I'll stab the dragon.
That'll miss.
I missed the dragon.
Then it is Yukara's turn, who will move closer to here. No, she can just stay here and attack the Ifriti from here. Misses, hits, and miss. So only
Hits,
one hit for
misses.
26 damage. And just to check, does the Ifriti have floating or anything like that? No, it does not. So it actually crashes down,
Fair enough.
taking 7 falling damage.
It seems so pathetic for
Mhm.
Freebie.
Alright, after her turn, the dragon will do another legendary action. Again on Tatsu, whipping it with his tail again. 33 will hit for 14 damage.
I know it's bad, but it is kind of funny that it's whipping the shit out of you. Like, just the idea of it.
Kuma, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. You're freed because it's looks low, so I'm gonna try to kill it.
The tail was at me, correct?
That'll
Yeah,
hit.
26 to hit
Ow.
for thing plus a d6 because it is within melee of a friend. So 27.
Still standing.
Ah, fuck. Okay. One more attack on it then. Hopefully to hit. That'll definitely hit.
Yeah. And that'll kill him. Permanently kill
Good.
him.
Okay. That's the. Yeah, I feel. Would that be a thing that like I would see as bad for spirits, or would or like it doesn't matter in a
Well, in
certain
terms
sense?
of spirits, well, that just depends on your perception. But by other spirits, Ifritis aren't very well liked.
Okay, so
So,
I can
like, the
I'll
other
probably not
spirits
be just
don't
like
like the.
people.
Yeah,
in
because
this
they're
way.
too rules heavy. They're like the rules lawyer.
Okay,
Nobody of us
that's
likes the
fair.
rules lawyer, is the thing with the spirits.
Okay, I see. Okay, so I will continue to use my movement. Get over here again. I'm like flying along the ceiling, going along the stalagmites and stalactite. Or is it stalagmites the ones that go up? I can't remember. Either way, going along those, and then I'm going to stealth again behind one of them.
Alright. Then, after your turn, the dragon will take its last legendary action for now to do another attack on Tatsu.
Oof.
23
Yep.
for 22 damage. Alright, Tatsu, your turn.
All right. Half my movement to stand up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't think that's enough to get flanking,
We also
but
don't use
I'm gonna
flanking
get
in this
around.
game, but
Yeah, but we'll get around, and this will all be a disadvantage because he's larger than I am,
mm-hmm.
and we will start biting and clawing into him. First action. I forgot to put my disadvantage on, so it's an 18 to hit.
18 misses, but that'll hit. Doing 9 damage. And that one will
That's a miss.
miss.
Second action from the ring of actions.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm honestly gonna dodge because we're a little low. So
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be. Oh, I also owe you. How many times I get hit then? 2.
3.
2 attacks. So I 3. So I owe 3 Constitution
Mm-hmm.
uh, checks.
Made it. Made it. Made it.
Gotcha.
Good
So
karma
that
for
all
saying
succeeds.
that you had to roll them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dodge, and then after me is the Celestial's turn,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be it for me.
Yes. Then it is the Celestial's turn.
He is going to take aim, and he's going to shoot the dragon.
Mm-hmm. 15 misses.
Big miss.
20 hits for 17 damage.
Nice.
All right, that's it for the Celestial. He is going to float just over here, and that'll be it for him.
Alright. Then it is Haru's turn.
Alrighty, just gonna do some measuring. Crap. At full move, I won't be able to get everybody within bless. I believe I have one remaining guiding bolt, and that's something it can't legendary resist, right?
No, it cannot. Only saving throws.
Okay. So let's just, because I need to get closer to really be doing much for my buddies.
23 will hit.
I cannot hear anybody.
We can hear you.
You gotta roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just can't hear.
He can't hear us.
16. Nice. Very good damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And bonus action. Let me check my sorry form thing. I think I can. Nope, just if I dismiss it. So I might as well keep it up in case I need it. Does anybody look on death's door? I need to zoom in to see hit points.
That's just fucked up. I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
I'll be able to survive another round at least, though. I think.
Okay, let me just see the casting on these two. Mass cure is an action. Mass healing word is a bonus action. So it'll just be something because it's 60 feet and I can hit up to 6 creatures. Let's throw out a mass healing word.
That's nice. There's no better spell for picking up a whole downed party than Mass Healing Word.
Max healing. There we go.
All right.
So 9 to everybody within 60 feet that I can reach that can use it, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's all I got.
All right. And then a lair action. And the dragon starts growling. And you see smoke coming up from the lava. And everyone must make a constitution save against poison.
Make that one.
Let's see.
I'm a sturdy birdie.
Yeah, Gihei made it. Tatsu made it.
I did
Yukara
not.
failed it. Haru failed it. And Kuma failed it. Until the next lair action, you three are all poisoned, meaning disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And this poison also has another effect, where it makes you vulnerable to fire damage.
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
This case, the dragon
Don't go in the
already
lava.
used its. The dragon already used its breath, so just
Fire
let's
breath.
just hope that it doesn't come back. Then it is Gihei's turn.
Alright. Bonus action, I'm going to make a clone of myself on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to attack this thing 3 times.
All right. Hit.
1,
Hit.
2,
Hit.
3.
22, 26, 30, 40, 36, 45, 55 damage.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Alright, then it is the dragon's turn. We'll roll to see if it gets its breath back. Yes.
Shit.
And that means as it moves like this, Tatsu can make an opportunity attack. If it wants to.
Yeah. Can I use my tail attack for opportunity attacks? It's only.
Although it does
Okay,
have, it
yeah,
depends on the range of your tail attack. Because
I believe my tail attack is just 10, not
Yeah.
10 feet, 5 feet.
if it's 5 feet, then the answer is yes.
Um,
If it's 10 feet, then the answer is no.
It just says it's a normal. Like, that's the actual
Yeah.
description. It's just a.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't give any range, so it's 5 feet.
Gotcha.
So you can use your tail.
That's a miss.
Yeah. So it's blasting at Yukara, Gihei, and Haru. Dex save for all 3 of you.
I make that one, I think. Maybe?
No, you don't.
No,
I
I
think
get
it's
it.
21.
I will use the second charge from the range.
Alright. And Yukara. She also doesn't make it. So you all take. Alright. That means Gihei takes 37 fire damage because of his fire resistance. Also for Haru 37 fire damage because he made it because of his ring. And then for Yukara is the only one that takes the full 75 damage.
150. Vulnerable.
No, she
to
has
fire damage.
she has fire resistance because of the potion.
Because the
Mhm.
potion. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's gonna save her.
Yeah, else she would have been dead, but then the Death Ward would have triggered.
Sheesh.
Alright, that was the dragon's turn. Now it is Yukara's turn. Is she in range of the dragon? Yeah, still is. She is going to whip at him with disadvantage. 29 still hits. 16 does not. 23 does. That is then 30, 41, 62 damage. And as a response after Yukara's turn, the dragon will use its legendary to tail at Gihei. 17 will miss, I assume.
That'll miss.
Kuma, your turn.
I would like to. I'm going to set up Shadow Mortar, so the next time you make an attack action at me, it's going to eat
Alright,
it.
I'm
That
back.
way you don't roll.
Yeah. It is your turn, Kuma.
Oh.
You are
Okay.
currently poisoned,
Alright.
so your attacks have disadvantage, but your first attack, because you're stealthed, is normal.
Yeah, straight roll. Okay. Yeah, just gonna attack and hope for the best. Straight roll.
That'll hit.
28.
Doing 25 damage.
Yeah. So I will try to rehide again, though this will be let me check. Would I get advantage for my Bridge of Elven Kind, wouldn't I still?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm currently not making any note. Yeah, okay. So I would get a straight roll on this as well for my stealth check.
24
Yeah,
will hit.
and then I will make my.
Oh, sorry.
I will.
Yeah.
No, that's my stealth check, and that's because I wanted to make it a straight roll a second for the second attack.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. 31. That'll hit
31 hits.
for 26 damage. Oh, come on, you bastard. Okay, that's my turn. There's not much I can do other than that.
Alright.
So close.
Then it will use its legendary action to do another attack on Gihei.
You have to make it at the clone. That'll hit the
Clone
clone. The
gone.
clone is dead.
Yes. Tatsu, your turn. The dragon looks very weak right now.
Well, I mean, we'll try. I'm gonna step in, and we're gonna claw bite him.
That'll hit.
Oh, it's a
Your
disadvantage.
disadvantage will still hit.
20.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, thank God. Seeing that he just had a big
So
breath
close.
attack, we're gonna run up and he's attacking Gihei, and we're gonna reach out with our teeth and we're gonna clamp onto his neck under his jaw and we're gonna rip it out.
As the dragon lands with its lower body into the lava and with its head and upper body sticking out on towards the rocks here. Dead. That is where this battle ends.
Oof.
Ooh.
Quickly gonna do an XP
Almost
calculation.
had me at the end there.
Yeah. I'm gonna fly my ass back at least to be on the flat land instead of above the lava. I am able to fly forward a bit still, but still don't want to be risking the possibility of
Thank you
falling.
for that, Tatsu.
Hey, look, I'm just glad he's dead.
Hearing the nostalgia of the phrase "claw claw bite" was a second edition thing we used a lot, because literally anything that wasn't a humanoid, their attacks were claw claw bite, and had to be in that order because second edition was weird.
Here, in case there's
Weird.
mimics.
Once
Yeah,
we're back to being mobile, I can win some hit points. Some people, I have 4 rounds of it left.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm going to
say.
take a fast rest.
Yeah, I might have to take one as well. If we're expecting company, like if they're gonna be coming back in, this might be the moment to eat a fast rest.
Yukara
Yeah, he's
will do the
Is that
same.
14?
Yeah.
That gives us exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, one
it gives
exhaustion
one level.
for it. I will not be taking that because I do not need it, or it doesn't do anything for me really in this case.
I can, for it would put me at no more spells above 4th level left, but I can greater resto somebody to get rid of a point of exhaustion if it's gonna hurt our combat potential.
It just makes it harder to stealth unless we double up.
And I believe our attack rolls.
I'm gonna roll the rest of my
No,
dice.
the first exhaustion only affects ability checks, not
Mhm.
attack rolls.
Yep, just
I
ability checks.
want to let my other GM from the West
Yeah,
Marches
no.
game know that then, because like he
Level
has a
1
thing that he
is
constantly gives us.
yeah. Level 1 is disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2 is half movement. Level 3 is saving throws and attack rolls. Level 4 is, I believe, half your hit points are gone. Level 5 is 0 movement, and level 6 is dead.
Okay,
myself out
I
with
will
the rest of
go
my
ahead
dice.
then, if I may, and do that as well, because it'll
Mhm.
at least, it won't get all of my channel divinity, but it will get my natural ones back, not the ones from the thing, and it will get my wild shapes back.
Also, for the time that they're doing the 10 minutes, even though you want to check out the treasure, I'm going to fly up to the entrance of this place, and I'm going to look out to see if I could spot the dragons if they're coming back yet.
Alright. Well, they are not in those 10 minutes, but we are going to switch to another scene.
Oh my gosh.
So how this works is these guys, your allies, are luring these other guys in a trap. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll for one group, the upper group, a d12 to see how many they manage to kill as groups. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I roll and it's 12 total, so if I roll a 12, they just manage to kill all of them. If we go, and then after that, I'm gonna roll for the other group, your allies, and those are with 8, and I'm gonna roll a d8 to see how many of them die.
That would be so crazy if you got a max 12 and like they
Yeah.
literally perfectly kill each other. That would be cool and also so sad.
Yeah. Alright, first the enemies. Holy shit.
Nice.
Alright.
I literally just flung a puppy in the floor.
Well, at least you
Sorry,
know
Copper
they're
Dog.
at least you know they're worth their stored in platinum.
That's true.
Yeah, so no dragons
They
are
just
coming
earned
for
all
him.
of the money.
Basically, Tatsu is looking upward, or Kuma is looking upwards, and he sees from afar with his really good ranger eyes, and he sees all the dragons dead from afar. Then now
He's
for how
like, he
many?
just, he's
Yeah.
like, you see it from the top of the thing. Holy crap! Holy
And
crap!
now,
And holy dragon!
and
And he
now for the
just
d8s.
Oh my
One
god!
guy
Only one
died.
died. That's
He's the
so
guy who pulled the
crazy.
lever. He's just sitting there. It's like, yep, click, and then fucking the whole mountain falls down on him.
Just
well, one of the groups die, so at least one Pegasus and two golden
Yeah.
Ronin
Yeah.
die.
Well, to be honest,
That's
But that is
wild.
that is a
against them-
price worth paying.
Yeah. That is a ultimate payoff.
Yeah, literally maximizing that. That's crazy.
Crazy, like crazy that it was literally diametrically opposed all rolls.
DM,
What
since
the?
we
What
hired
the?
these guys,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we get all the XP for that, right?
Oh boy, that's
So what Kuma actually sees is the golden samurais flying towards the golden ronins, golden blades, flying towards you, checking if you are okay.
yeah.
I think they more than earned that second chest.
Yeah, I just like came over and I'm going like immaculate battle, boys.
They nod. Our
Like, you
words
couldn't-
are, our
like,
blades are as good as gold.
you've definitely earned your right to be called true samurai once more.
That's crazy.
They were always samurai. They just not landed them.
As that they fly with you. I believe it is time to divvy up the treasure. You would get the magical items.
You get the money, we
and
get
we get the money.
you get the money, we get the magic.
All right.
I'll throw out my free cast of detect magic and start. I can just hold and identify items, so I'll do
Mhm.
that for whatever we find here.
So in terms of gold or money, there is 1,444 platinum pieces here. 3,001 gold pieces, which they will donate at the nearest Temple of the Golden Dragon. And 90,000 silver pieces. Now for the magic.
This also makes it easier
And
because we
that's
don't
all
now have
there's.
to carry
no reason
90,000
to
silver
like that.
pieces.
Yeah, basically they're like pulling out sacks and putting it in there and then putting it on the saddlebags of their Pegasus. And then the magic items. The first thing you find is a ring of telekinesis.
Ooh,
Wow.
cool.
You find another ring
Very
of
nice.
fire resistance. You
That's
find
nice.
Feels like a slap in the face for some reason at this point.
Yeah. You find a +1 shield and a cloak of elven
Okay.
mind.
There you go.
You find some reagents, 7 arrows of slaying spirits,
Ooh.
4 potions of greater healing, and 1 scroll of finger of death. And you find, as Tatsu, you look around, you find something that you recognize instantly without even detecting it. You thought it was lost. It is the Aegis of Atarashk. You're crafted by himself, but lost 200 years ago when a brother of yours traveled with it and disappeared. A legendary item. Here you go. The Aegis of Ashtosh, a legendary attunement. This magic item is forced by the first dragon himself. The shield follows you around in the air and flies, teleporting with you when a spell like that is cast. The shield gives you a +2 to AC standard. The shield has multiple modes. You can change the modes as a bonus action. Let's see. Ranged mode. All ranged attacks automatically miss you. Melee Guard, you get a passive
Wow.
+3 to your AC. Spell Guard gives you a +5 to all magical effects, +5 to saving throws against all magical effects. Comrade Guard, all allies within 30 feet get a +1 to AC and saving throws. Reflect Guard, when you make a saving throw on a single target spell targeting you, this spell will be reflected back to the caster, and they will have to make a saving throw against their own DC. Concentration checks will be done every round with a DC of 10, 1d20 plus 4. Once per day, you can have the Aegis charge at an enemy in a 5-foot wide line, 100 feet long. Everyone inside that line needs to make a DC 19 dex save or take 12d12 bludgeoning damage. After using this effect, the Aegis automatically deattunes to the user for the day, and a reattuning can be done after a long rest.
Wow, that's really
Oh,
good.
that's an
For the
item.
charge, is that an action to have the charge
Yeah.
happen, or is it?
It's an
Okay,
action.
it's an action.
But if like
Wow,
lots of
that
enemies are perfectly lined up, it's really good.
yeah. Seeing this, Tatsu's gonna completely ignore everything else, and he's gonna turn into his human form and just fall to his knees quickly and gently place his hand upon the shield.
Seeing him do that, not even knowing what's going on, I believe Haru would do the same, just knowing that this dragon is showing homage to something.
Just gonna quickly wipe his face before picking up the shield and moving it back to the rest of the group with the rest of the stuff before gently placing it down.
Ooh, some
Actually, above
arrows.
table,
Sorry,
I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, I think it's. I don't think I technically can even use this shield.
Yeah, you can.
I mean,
It
I
just
can't.
fly.
I
You
don't
can.
think.
You can just attune to it, and it flies behind you.
Well, I don't have proficiency with shields.
You don't
That's
need
what I
that.
mean.
That's
I don't
what-
have. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I don't
the
have
requirement
proficiency
for
with
it.
any weapon or any armor or anything. Yeah. But yeah, dang. I mean, sheesh. Uh, I'll just say quickly. Shield was created by my father himself. It was carried by one of my brothers long ago.
I see. That's quite the impressive shield then.
It is. It's literally a historical item from my line.
Oh yeah, that too.
Perhaps we should gather our things and ensure that the smith is safe, and then we can return.
Return to that golden camp so we can rest.
Yeah, I think that would be best. Report our success.
Can I just do a quick blessing over the gold that they load up to give to the temple? I just want to quickly.
Pass Tatsu one of the greater healing potions because I know he chugged one today.
Ah, thank you. Yeah.
Do we
I-
believe
Talk
we are
another
done
one. We have
for
two
the day?
more
So
pass out.
I can do some massive healing if we feel we're done for the day.
Oh, well, I think Kuma, you said the army's dead. That's incredibly impressive. I think they deserve their chest that we have promised them as well.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll go back to the camp because I'm pretty sure we would have left it there and not carried it with us.
We are going to gather the bodies of the three that died, and we will have a memorial service for them.
Only 3 of you died.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do
Yoichi
have the
and
ability,
Mihei and their Pegasus. Taofo.
and you would know better of your brothers than I would. They would not wish to return to this life having died honorably.
They would not.
Then, then I will save my magic for healing.
They will return to the camp. You guys still at the volcano?
Is there anything else we need to collect the smith, and then we should
Oh,
return?
that'd be about it, really.
Is there anything? Would I know of anything that could be collected from these adult red dragons?
You could
Like as
collect
far as like,
their skills, because you could use those to make pretty good armor.
yeah. I mean, if someone, I don't know. I'm not very. I mean, I'm not a
The
hunter
tufts
or anything, but
can be used to make pretty good swords and daggers.
You see, you're talking about butchering them, and you see him like flick out a blade because he's just.
well, I would. Yeah, I guess so. Might
Okay.
as well.
Can you help me drag this beastie out of the lava? He's half steeped in it. I
Yeah.
can't do not for that.
I'll just grab his what's left of his jaw since I ripped it out, and I'll pull him up out of the lava.
Heavy guy.
Actually, when I pull him out, the dragon was sleeping down in the lava. Could I actually? I'm gonna quickly take a little dip into the lava. I just want to check under the lava if there's anything else that might be down there.
Yes, you may go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, investigation. Ah. Oh.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Ooh.
The second Aegis of Athos.
The
Hey,
sword
look,
of Athos, no.
This is a really cool name, by the way. Athos. It's fun to say.
Athos, yeah. He's got
Athos.
mad aura, for real.
Athos.
Give me a sec,
All
I
right, take
lost
it that
me
way.
book.
Here you want.
There's a book?
No, I lost me book.
Oh.
He lost the ebook.
The book.
So that's the healing I can do for the rest of the day.
I think we'll be alright.
Yeah, I don't know if you necessarily need to cast it all right now, because we healed up. We all took the
Well,
short
it's
rest,
also I'm
the
going to.
fast rest.
I did not roll any hit dice during that.
Right, yeah.
Take it. Take your healing.
Yeah, throw it to yourself, or... yeah, because I think my
Yeah, that's what I did.
Celestial didn't take anything either.
That first mass cure wounds, because all of these are including a single casting of Beacon of Hope, so we can all, no matter what, get 29. And then one additional person will get a 13 from my chalice form out
You
of that.
find
That's what.
underneath in the lava a small stash with a wand in there, and that is a wand of fear.
Neat.
I'll come back up out of the lava, and I'll just put the wand in with the rest of the loot as well. It's a little hot, so don't try to grab it quite yet.
I will whistle or communicate off in a distance to my dragon L to finally come to us. Should I go find our Minotaur friend?
Yes, he should still be in the forge area of where we found him. But we
Okay,
will
come
go to
on,
him.
Daisy.
Alright.
I think that might be easier.
Try and find him here. Go ahead. Where is he? Rising up again.
It looked like the Eye of Sauron when it was skinning like
Yeah.
that.
As you rise up from here.
Stay here, Daisy. Stay safe. And just in case, and because you never know, I am going to be calling out. What was their last name? It was the same as the other, or their family name, I mean.
Shozo.
Master Shozo, are you still here?
Yep.
I've returned with a way to get you out of here. Your captors have been dealt with. Do you need to take any of your things?
Yeah. He looks around for a little while. Grabs a hammer. I'm good. Let's get out of here.
All right. And I'll be. Oh, you are very large.
Yes, I am.
Well, I might have an idea here. Because I'm pretty sure a large-sized creature cannot be carried by another large-sized creature.
Definitely not.
Okay, so up at the top, what's our way to get back out here other than flying?
There's a road here that's what you use to enter.
Okay, I will use my last. No, I use that on healing. I will I will just like lash a note to Daisy and send them flying back to Tatsu. And it just says, "We're walking out. Our friend was a bit too large. This will give us a chance to stretch his legs and have a bit of freedom." And we will begin to walk out.
He walks over like the wooden stairs and goes down like. Not really worried about it, going la 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 la.
In appearance, does he look similar to the other Minotaur, or?
Let me check. I don't know.
Just for my mental game here.
Ginjo looked like this. He looked like... Nah, they don't look anything alike.
Actually, when we get... Because I just saw this. As we get out here to the opening, my friend, are you opposed to having magic cast upon you?
Depends on the magic.
I would like to make you like the wind and allow you to fly.
I can already do that myself.
Can you?
Yeah. Takes his hammer, casts fly on himself.
And then just flies out.
Yeah. No, he flies for like a moment to show you, and then he happily walks. He walks out.
Okay,
Ta-da.
we will be two old men walking out.
He's just a young person enjoying enjoying the landscape.
He's been
Okay,
trapped in
yeah,
a cave for how long?
He
That
seems pretty
breeze is
happy.
too nice.
Yeah. What is everyone here doing? Traveling back to the camp?
Well, I was going to butcher the
Yeah.
corpse of the
Yes.
adult dragon first.
All right.
Butcher it up.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay.
All right. You get
Maybe with a bit of disturbing efficiency, Tatsu, you watch as he dismembers this corpse a little bit too well. Maybe I don't know for what your feelings of that would be, but just
Oh,
for
perhaps
ours.
I shouldn't
60,
die in
you
your
get,
presence. Is what you're saying.
you'd get 60 pounds of dragon scales.
Okay. I'll put that in my inventory. 60.
You have a dragon heart.
Ooh.
You get, let me count how many teeth I have. You get about 26 dragon teeths.
Sorry, could you put that in the chat? Just sorry.
I got
Yeah.
it typed out if you want me to copy it over for you.
No, if you don't want to copy it over, yeah, don't mind.
Alright, so yeah, I said 60 pounds of dragon
Yeah, it's in party
scales, 1 dragon heart, 26 dragon teeth, and then about 80 pounds of dragon meat. Or usable
Tasty.
dragon meat.
Yeah.
They're spicy.
Mhm.
That's about what you get
Yeah,
off
could you
of
put
the
that in the
body.
chat there? Dwarf. Thanks. I just want to have it noted somewhere on my own sheet just so I remember.
If you can't
That's
Thing is
carry
with
all
there's
that
more
weight,
there's more dragon meat, but it's not usable.
Yeah. But there's more dragons we could go and butcher, but I think like we could spend all day butchering like a lot of these dragons.
yeah.
I think I think 60 pounds of like that's a lot of skills, right, Dream? Like that'd be enough for to make a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're solid. I'm gonna help collect the stuff. I think we have bags of holding, and I don't know if we can fit them all in there, but if we can, we'll just dump them into that, and then we can. I'll help carry if someone needs to get carried, but if not, we can just make our way back to the camp. I think before we divvy up all this stuff, or the rest of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll go back to camp now then.
Alright, since you guys are flying, you arrive earlier at camp than Haru and the Minotaur.
gotcha.
Is there meant to be 2 more red dragons in this
No,
map, or am I hallucinating?
they did drag
2
over
more?
no, I made a mistake with copy.
Oh, you dragged them over by accident.
But this one is
I
intended
see.
to be here because, like, when the Golden Blades left, they basically like hooked on their Pegasuses to the their dragon that they killed, and they dragged it along here as show off to celebrate
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
defeat.
I do offer. I'll make the offer to them. Like I could butcher for you if you want.
Nah, it's a trophy.
Okay. That's fair. I was just.
This is a good way to sell our services. Hire us because we can do this.
Fair enough.
So
Well, I could.
it'd be worth it.
I could also just take the head off whole, so you can at least mount that somewhere.
Now we can do that ourselves.
Okay, just fair enough.
We can wait for Haru to return with our friend. That in mind, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
And that's when I took my first oath.
Oh, okay.
I go up to the old man and just to talk to him for a bit and be like, I'd say, your granddaughter, she performed beyond any expectations I could have even possibly had for such a fine warrior as you could recommend.
I completely agree. She is, like I said, the greatest warrior I have ever trained, and she truly makes a grandfather proud. The future of my family is secure
Genuinely,
with her.
I genuinely can believe it. She was an immaculate amount of help to get rid of those dragons. I doubt we would have done as well, or nearly had actually succeeded as well as we had if without her. You know, she was just whipping the shit out of everything. There's no way to put it. She just everything just welts and slaps and gone. I didn't think a whip could whip scales off a dragon's back, but I witnessed it more than once.
He nods very proudly. And he comes closer towards you. Kuma, are you interested
Yeah.
in finding a wife?
Well, to be honest, I haven't thought about it too much. Most of my life's been a lot of fighting and killing and other things. I've never really thought of settling down.
I am looking for
Why?
a husband for Yukara,
Oh.
and you seem like a proper
Oh.
killer.
You're not wrong. I definitely can be.
You get somewhere to settle down. Maybe one day I'll have great grandkids.
That's a. Oh. Kuma is like very just very blushing all of a sudden because he just has not thought about romance at all. At least like
Well,
he's
in
thought
this
about
case,
he's like
it's more like
Kuma's,
an arranged marriage, but.
oh no, but even then, but like that's but Kuma's been in casual relationships, but like a marriage is a big difference for him. So he's just also like, well, like I don't know. She seems like a very fine woman, to be fair, and
Well, the
their
thing
family
is,
is.
she's a talented fighter. She is one of the most talented fighters, and I need her to marry someone that is at least equal in her in the art of war.
I can see that. I guess I wouldn't be against it if she was up for it herself, but only if she agreed to it willingly.
We don't need that for legacy. It is a
I
duty
understand, but
to increase the family line. And she is 29 years old.
Yeah. Well, at least I'd like to have a conversation with her about it then before I would make any decisions. And
Sure thing. I'll arrange a date for you guys tonight. You get your own campfire with food and everything.
Tatsu's just giving you a big, scaly thumbs up, like, fuck yeah.
yeah, the thing is, Kuba just never like. I just genuinely think like he just never even thought about any of this stuff until now. Like again, he's had sex, he's done all that stuff, but he just never thought of actually getting married and settling down. It's such a big change in his mind.
You don't even know how Yukara feels about it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like, I want to know if she wants to do it because I don't want to be miserable in a marriage that just is of convenience. She might not be into the whole giant furry man person, you know? Might not be quite her bag. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say to him.
At that time, Sho and Haru arrive from the outskirts of the camp.
And that is why swords are cursed in my hand.
Ooh, yes, that is horrifying. Reminds me of a cursed Zanpakuto I once made.
You
The
you
more
made it cursed, or it became cursed?
No, it was the first Zanpakuto I made, and it was on someone that had modified memory on himself. So he thought he had a heroic tale to tell, but that was fake. And so a twisted, cursed version of a Zanpakuto came out.
May,
Instead
may
of
I
it,
write
to
this
do it.
story down?
yes, it was like, how do I say this? You know how a normal Zanpakuto makes your spells more potent or makes your attacks more potent?
Indeed.
Well, this one made it worse. And what was so cursed about it, every time you would pick up another weapon, it would destroy that weapon and teleport itself in place of it. So you couldn't get rid of the Zanpakuto. You were just cursed with a weapon that would constantly go into minus levels the more you kill with it.
Oh. But the
Wow.
person had modified memory. They would have no knowledge of this, would they? Unless they did it to themselves.
Well, I didn't get that far, but apparently, if you truly believe in a tale, and the tale is not true, you can get a cursed Zanpakuto.
Oh. And I did have one final question. Oh, there's the camp. Um, is it possible for you to create one for yourself, or would one of your kindred need to do it for you?
Uh, I could create one for myself, yes, but I have no interest in that.
I understand. I was just curious because I stood within the fire when your cousin struck me down the first time. Well, not he, but you know where I'm getting at. I was just curious how that would work because you would think the gaining the ability to make such things is phenomenal. I truly respect such craftsmanship. I've been tinkering with a few things, but it's more alchemy than what someone like yourself can do.
Oh well. I don't know anything about that, but let's go into camp. I am hungry. Oh, a dragon. I could make wonderful things with its scales. As it passes by. Hello, friends! I have returned!
Welcome back.
Hello! Now, where is dinner? Walks past, just grabs a plate and and eats a little bit. Nom 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 nom.
Well, now that he is with us and so is everyone, we can divvy up what we got from this, and then we can plan to return to Lord Shimada to report our success, as well as get the Golden Samurai here. The any kind of accommodations they might need, or if they would prefer to stay before we have Shozo brought to the what is the name of Maya Kobayashi's? What was the name of that city that Maya Kobayashi ruled before we
Okayama.
Yama.
showed up? Okayama, yeah. Before we take him to Okayama.
Well, I think divvying this up is pretty easy. We've got 2 potions of greater healing that can go to somebody. The scroll of Finger of Death is probably best gone to our friend Haru, who's great at casting scrolls. No one in this world, or no, sorry, no one in our party uses shields, so the +1 shield is actually kind of
I
useless
used
because
to.
I already have one. Haru, you use a shield?
Yeah, that's been the joke the whole time that I'm our only shield user, but I have a +1.
No,
No,
I have
DA
one.
also uses one.
Yeah. Then the Ring of Fire Resistance. I don't want it. Does anybody else? That's attunement. Ring of Telekinesis, same thing. All
That I may be interested in.
right. I'm happy to that go for you as well. The
And
spirits
it's
flying
attunement.
arrows are arrows. I cannot use them, so that is Kuma's. And then the big one, the Aegis, is literally your inheritance. So you get to decide what the hell you want to do with that.
Well, I mean, I would love to consult with Lord Shimada and potentially his advisor before deciding anything that should be done with it. But yes, we also have this wand if someone prefers to use that as
Oh,
well.
that's right, the Wand of Fear. I don't even think I could use a wand, even if I wanted.
I don't know what a wand of fear does. I'd actually have to look it up. It just
A
cast
wand of
fear.
a wand of fear has 7 charges. It can cast command using 1 charge at DC 15. It can only, but only when it uses command, it can only force that creature to flee or grovel. It can also cast Cone of Fear while holding the wand. You can expend 2 charges, and in a 60-foot cone of amber light, each creature in that area must make a DC 15 saving throw or be frightened for a minute. While frightened, the creature must, Oh, this one, yeah, while frightened, it must run away as fast as possible. And it can't willingly move within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it must only take dash to try to escape, and all that other stuff. Basically, it's like the normal fear spell essentially, but just in a wand. But also can cast command for those 2 specific things. Does require attunement though. Though it does not have any
Also, it
qualifications
can
for being a
crumble the
spellcaster.
dust.
Anybody can use this one.
That's good to know.
Because some ones do have the requirement.
because it can
What's
be
that?
used for any. The ring of telekinesis can only be used to lift things that aren't being worn or carried, so you can't like use it on a person. So I will not worry about taking the ring of telekinesis.
We could probably keep it. We could just keep it as group loot, and then maybe just
I've got the list of party troopers.
yeah. And as I was saying, I think we could take it back and maybe trade it in at one of the shops if we really wanted to.
Mm.
But that can come later. So that's just in the thing. I will obviously take the arrows because would be a bit weird if I didn't. I'll be honest.
Good thing for spirit
Oh, doesn't the
trouble
ring
in the
of
future.
Yep.
Yeah. If there's a big spirit, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Hey, if we come across more Ifriti or some other stuff,
Especially
Helps
if
a
we
lot
surprise
because
it now,
yeah.
because because I will now at the end of this long rest will have access to my crit surprise rounds. So big difference there.
yeah, I think, yeah, if Kuma, once you get back from your date, depending on your decision, we can figure out how we're gonna go with that going forward, and of course having the blades with us as well.
From his what?
Oh well, like I was assuming we're doing this in a bit of a circle, not like yelling across the camp at each other.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
But
I'm combing out what that goes.
the Lord has offered me his granddaughter for marriage, and I haven't accepted. I've been talking to. I want to talk to her first to see if she's willing because I don't want to force her into it. It's kind of not really my bag. Even though he says it doesn't necessarily need to be, that type of thing, that makes me feel very uncomfortable. So I would rather her agree to the situation if necessary. And if not, fair enough. There are plenty of maiden in this land. They may find a furrier man more their thing.
He is trying to secure his dynasty.
Uh, what do you say, sorry?
He's over digging through his stuff, and he just kind of mumbles Slayer of Dragons and the ladies.
To be fair, I haven't really thought about it, but actually, it would be about time that I should be propagating my own clan. I am the only son of my parents, so technically speaking, I should have thought about that before getting in such dangerous situations, because otherwise I'd leave my clan airless. So I guess it kind of works out in a weird way. I didn't really think about all this, I'll be honest. But now that it's in my mind, I kind of actually probably should see about it. But again, only by her consent will I actually agree to such a arrangement.
Yeah, I mean,
Either
it
way,
sounds like
Well, I wish you luck on
it
your
has a
date,
lot of
man.
potential for good stuff. Keep that on
yeah,
the
Yeah,
she's
list.
Kensei is trying to help you with combing your Pegasus since he has a lot of experience with it.
I'll absolutely take advice from a
Gives you
master
some help.
of the Pegasi.
Alright, the first thing that you need to do though, this is what Pegasi really love, is clean up the, start at the lower hooves, and then work your way upwards. See,
But doesn't
like, it shakes a little bit after the lower hoof gets cleaned. See, it really likes that.
but then don't you have to come back down and clean the lower hooves again once you?
Exactly. It's about also
All
making the
right.
Pegasi enjoy it. So it has something. It has something at the start to feel good about, and then something to look to be excited about. Make sense?
Any other tips for? Yeah, that makes sense.
I always use this brush
I was
for the wings, and then I like go from front to back, never against. They really hate that.
you have a spare? Do you have a spare of those brushes?
I have a bunch of, I have like so many of them. You grab one over there.
May I have one?
Sure.
Thanks. I just send the clone. He goes and grabs it, brings it back. So do we like? Do they like apples, or do they just typically eat the grass?
Normally they eat grass, but they do like apples and carrots as a treat. But also tangerines.
Tanger. Where the hell am I gonna find tangerines?
I've one right here.
Feel like if I stocked up on those, they would go missing.
Yes. As he gives one to your Pegasi, and he like seems super happy about it. Even like headbutts him because he wants more. He gives him a
See,
second
see,
one.
he's gonna get, he's gonna get spoiled. That's okay. I'm totally okay with spoiling him.
I'm watching this and just looking at my Dragonelle. Huh.
Ah? Ah?
I picture it's equally as old as I am, so it just kind of glares at me. You're magical. You don't eat, right?
I recently purchased Barding for this Pegasus. Do you happen to have spare saddlebags?
Yeah.
I'll probably buy those off of you.
Sure thing, no problem.
Thanks. No,
We'll just do market
I am not the
price.
strongest. That works.
So whatever the player handbook says is the price, that is the price.
4 gold pieces. So I'll just pass him a platinum.
Alright. And then during that evening, during
Are
dinner,
they doing anything special with?
they did like a ceremony and like they're being burned up right now. So they're on
Okay.
fire.
I will also, if they will allow it, I will do ceremony so
Mhm.
that these can't be brought back as undead. I will
Alright.
do the funeral rites. Although I think rules as written, I cannot on the Pegasus because it's not a humanoid.
No.
I will still say the words as a because I believe they treat their Pegasi similar to like how a lot of tribes people and different things throughout the world treated their horses as equals.
Mhm. At the same time, Kuma and Yukara are now on a awkward date as she sits down just outside of camp, eating her rice bowl with some chicken on top of it and some vegetables. And she's like eating it, and she looks like super weirded out by this entire moment.
Occasion, yeah.
So why did the
Uh,
old man
well,
want us to eat here together exactly?
well, it's technically in a roundabout way, it's because of what I said. But I'll just put it to you straight here. Your grandfather is wanting to propose a marriage between me and yourself. He had said that, we should just marry, and that would be that, because that would just be the case. I countered with I would prefer we talked at least a little bit so we could see if either of us wanted that. And so I guess we're here. I'll give it to
She
you straight. I
rolls her
won't lie to
eyes.
you. Yeah. I won't lie to you about the situation. I'm not gonna. Don't worry though. I will not. I have said and made it known that if you do not agree to this situation, I will not force it upon you. I do not find that type of marriage in my eyes as a valid one. So fear not for that type of thing. I'm simply here to talk and see what your feelings on it. I can imagine you're not thrilled, but
Actually, like
you
she
know,
signs
what do you
Buffalo
think?
with the entire story. So, if I were to agree with it, you would say yes.
Yeah, sure. You
Okay.
seem like a very fine woman. You seem honorable.
We've
I,
known
I,
each
to be
other
honest, I
for
hadn't thought.
we've literally only known each other for less than a day.
I know. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not unusual. Many lords marry their daughters off. And without much word. So, and
She
I
just
didn't
face
exactly think about
palms.
it. I didn't. Again, I didn't request this. At least so you know that. But no, if you do agree and we do end up marrying, I'll do my best to be the best husband I can be. I won't restrict you to be battling. You can fight as much as you want. You know, there'll be none like type of restrictions put upon you. I'm not exactly caring that much about that type of thing.
Yukara stands up and says, Kuma, you're a
Hmm.
nice guy, but
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm more attracted to people of a shorter stature.
Oh, fair enough. I am a bit of a tall lad.
Hmm
Oh,
I
do
don't like
you?
climbing.
That's he laughs at that. Oh, so is that like out of curiosity? Does that mean you're interested in that one Gihei? Small fella.
No, he's too fluffy.
Too fluffy? Ah, fair enough. Well, respectfully, thank you for your answer.
I'm
And he
more
gives
like
her
into dwarves and everything.
dwarves. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know
they're like very
any
stocky
dwarves.
and muscular, lots of body hair, but not fur.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Let's just say to
Oh, fair
grandfather
enough.
that
Let's just eat our rice
yeah,
bowls and I'll tell you.
yeah. Let's just eat
We had
and
a
say no.
difference of
Yeah,
opinion on that.
yeah. He
Yeah,
just
no,
awkwardly
that's fair. No,
completes
I
eating.
respect your opinion.
Just
Yeah.
a line is grandfather is getting old. He was great grandchildren. It's insufferable.
Oh, I know. My parents are the same. To be fair, before I left, they were constantly badgering me about not going off on adventures without at least giving them some grandchildren. I said that I needed to make a name for myself. They said no. I left, and I haven't seen them in quite a few years at this point. But I guess if I did go back to them, they'll probably tell me that if I got any grandkids. So that's why I considered it to be fair. That's no.
Mhm.
To be honest, but either way, that's parents can be like that though, especially ones who are just too busy looking into the future.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. She finishes off
Okay.
her rice bowl, and then takes her whip, and then uses it to climb the wall with ease.
Hmm. Fair enough. Kuma for some reason also just climbs the wall because he just can't because he has a climbing speed. So he just climbs over the top of it and goes inside. But that's good enough.
She
That's
just
Kuma's.
approaches the old man
That's
and is like,
done.
no. That's how the conversation goes.
Yeah, I also go like, yes. Yeah, and I go like, oh, nah,
And
didn't
he's like,
work out.
oh no, I thought I found someone that was perfect for you. Is Tatsu more your type, Gihei or Haru? And she's just like, no!
Haru hears his name and immediately panics.
I don't even know how that would work with Tatsu, but no. And then he just starts crying, oh no, my granddaughter is going to end up like an old hag. She just takes the whips and
Face.
whips him once and just uses the ability to hang him in his own tent to leave him there.
That's good.
Well, yeah, okay. I guess we could. I guess we'll just spend the night and then, go back to the capital to see the Lord
Uh,
Shimada tomorrow.
Yeah, but you can
Can I?
you can contact him if you have any long range distance communication spells.
Oh, I thought we could do that with the storm thing
Only
up.
outside of
You can do it
Only
within the
outside of
island.
it.
yeah, you can do it in the
Oh,
island.
okay.
So anyone in the island is still fair game. Anyone outside of the island doesn't work.
Gotcha.
Can I? Once Kuma's done with this date, can I pull Kuma kind of aside?
Sure thing.
Sure.
You're a bit more knowledgeable for spirits and stuff. Those giants, they're not meant to be here, right? So, do you feel it's the thunder shield that's preventing them from returning to their plane?
Oh, the Yafriti things. Oh, yeah, probably. I'd imagine they would usually travel back to their plane of existence in the case that they were to be disappeared from this realm, and then they do reappear eventually, as this place is kind of a nexus for these spirits to emerge into. So they'll be
Then
on
I
any
do
creature
have
that
much
wouldn't
left. I need
which
to
exists
contact.
here currently. Yeah.
I need to contact my temple then, and he's gonna be running over to grab his stuff, and I will be
Oh,
typing out
before.
a sending because he's
Uh,
panicked.
yeah. He did come in to try to talk to you, but you're just gonna run away no matter what.
If you try to talk to him, he'll turn and look, but it's like it's obvious he's getting ready to do a sending because he has very specific
Okay.
components.
I'll catch you later then.
No, what is it? This travels rather quickly. No one needs to kill those things if they come out for a while because we don't need them trapped in this realm.
Well, what I wanted to talk to you about was I know you took like you'll take this more to the quiet like place, like he wanted to talk to you quite quietly about this. He's like, I know the group allowed you to take one of them red dragon eggs. What are you planning on doing with that poor thing?
Uh, I believe proper research into one's enemies is the correct way to go about future combat. We have fought these things, but I believe it needs to be studied and learned their methods, their ways, similar to how you would scout out something. This would just be a more long-term scouting,
Hmm.
figuring out ways that we can go about stuff. We do now have plenty of the hide and whatnot to test upon, but a bit more of the old man is starting to come out in me, Kuma, and I think with some research to this egg as for now, and as I agreed, the egg will be destroyed.
Yeah. Would you allow me to be the one to take the egg and destroy it?
When upon hatching, you can absolutely have the egg.
Well, I mean, well, yeah. Kind of looks around and goes like, "I'll just speak it straight with you. What about the child? It's a child at the end of the day. I know the whole thing here is the gold dragons and all that, but don't want harm to come to such a innocent creature, no matter if it is necessarily a red dragon or not. And I am ashamed to say that I didn't like seeing what happened in the previous caves when the boys went in. So I'm kind of asking, honestly, you won't harm the little dragonling.
It is unfortunately not my decision to make to hand such a thing over, because as we're taught, they are to be destroyed, and it is my temple's prerogative to make this decision. But if it were to come up missing or be destroyed in my sleep or various things, that is something I cannot prevent.
Fair.
And he will turn to walk away, I think, having said his piece on it.
Yeah. Kuma will take that and he'll walk away for now as well.
Alright. Then you can all take a long rest. And anyone that needs 9,500 XP to level up is the next level.
Oh, that's a lot. Hold on, let's check. So going from 11. That's not it. During these long rests, since we're at the Blades camp, if we have enough EXP to level up, we can level up here.
Yes, in the camp you can.
So, like an example, going from level 11 is 85,000, and then going to level 12 is 100,000. Yep. So, if getting how much XP was it?
9,500 XP gives you enough to become level 12. You may become level 12. Yes.
That's crazy. I'm like 400 XP off.
Rip.
You'll be next session.
What is our total XP currently, by the way, Haru? Because I know Dwarf has it. You have the total, I think.
Yeah, I was typing and sending. I will get to that for you in just a second.
I do hit level 12, which is nice because we haven't taken a long rest since we hit 10. What was it, 100,000?
Oh no,
Was
wait,
that
this
the
does
threshold
hit me.
for 12?
Yeah, yeah. The threshold to hit 12 is 100,000 EXP. I thought I had 90,000. I have 91,268, so that puts me at 100,768. So I hit 12.
I'm going to take the crossbow expert feat.
Pew pew.
Nice.
That's our current total. I wasn't gonna
For the
add
people
anything
that
from
haven't missed, yeah.
Yeah, I've been here.
Yeah, for me, believe he has been for most of them.
Gihei's been here for every session as well. It's basically me, you, and Gihei have all been here for every session.
I have a quick mechanics question for you. You for this for me before, but my mind's scattered right now. The scroll casting thing. Do I have to be of the level to, like, say I pick up a scroll of Hero's Feast? That's a 6th level cleric spell.
Yeah.
I do know cleric stuff, but I do not have the capability of casting that yet.
Then you do not have to roll. You only have to roll for scrolls that you do not have the capability of casting yet in the spell levels, and it can't be on your class list of spells being able to cast.
Okay. Because since I was wanting to do the whole mastery of all magic thing, if I was to pick up like sorcerer levels or wizard levels, that would add a lot of spells. Would I still have to roll for my fireball scrolls, or would I then be casting them without any issue?
Yeah, you would be casting them without any issues if you multi-classed into those classes.
Yep. I'm gonna do one. I'm just not sure which one I think sorcerer fits better for the story, but wizard fits better for mechanics.
So question about the shield. You mentioned that I don't have to be proficient to use the shield,
Yeah,
or
because the shield just
do because
flies. You don't, because the shield just flies flies
okay,
after you. Like at no point
gotcha,
do you have to actually hold the shield. It just basically
gotcha,
the
cool.
extra 2 AC. It just flies around and attempts to block attacks.
Nice. Okay, because I'm going to attune to it for right now,
Mm-hmm.
but if we, I guess we're not going back to Lord Shimada, but if because we're gonna go straight to the other city. If we're sending messages and doing that kind of stuff, uh, I don't have capability of sending a I
The
might be
only
able
message,
to once I level up now, but I gotta double check that.
the only message that's being sent is to my temple that we will be returning.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and attune to the shield then, and I will unattune to the bracers of defense.
Mm-hmm. Because for your AC, they do exactly the same.
Yeah, except the shield's way better.
Yeah, it does all sorts of other extra
Yeah.
things.
They should defend her. One of that is a little bit sad.
Yeah, because I gotta go through a lot of stuff here on this level up.
So you took it.
The shield, yeah, I mean, if I'm holding on to it and we're gonna be keeping it, then yeah, I'm attuning to it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is his dad's.
Because you think we would all want it.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
mean-
take it because it's like it's an artifact of his family, so I wouldn't have. I'll put myself up for it at least.
I actually use a shield, and this is very specifically good for those who don't. So don't get me wrong, everybody probably wants some bit of it, but if we're talking about who it does the most
Yeah.
good for, it definitely falls to Tatsu.
I mean, there'll probably be other Athasok items if this is like a shield, because I didn't know these things existed as a player, but if it comes up,
As a
like I'm sure
character,
there's
you
also going to
definitely,
be other.
you know
Yeah, as
of
a character, I guess
lots of aftershock items, like plenty of others have been lost to time. But
But as me, this is the first time I've ever heard about any of this as a person, so I was like
Mhm.
just as shocked to see it around.
Plus, my shield doubles as
Yeah,
a hat.
Mm-hmm. We only need 10,000 more XP to get to level 13. So that's pretty reasonable to get in the next few sessions.
Oh, easily. Especially if we encounter another clutch of dragons we have to murder.
and be careful with the demon prison. All outsiders are. They thank you for the information. They themselves already knew that that because it's always raining right now because of the lightning lightning towers being activated. They send back that the prison isn't really a different dimension. It's more like a demi-plane that is added to our dimension. And that we will need the scrolls. We will need the scrolls to rebind the two remaining fiends back to their prison.
Oh, I also know something as well, DM, because I remember you saying about you need to maybe make a proper attack for it. It turns out the D&D Beyond 20 thing, the roller thing, does actually add a feature for that. So I should be able to roll an attack and it'll automatically crit any dice I roll.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Like that's the thing, like the surprise rounds now. Like before, it was like, oh, it's nice to get an extra attack in. Now it's like, if I get surprised, like something's gonna die.
Yeah, because you
Something.
automatically have advantage on creatures that you attack that had a turn before you or didn't have a turn before you in the first round, right? And
Yeah,
then
and
if
then
you hit
if
them,
they're
then you
in
crit them as
surprise
well. Yeah,
condition,
yeah,
only in surprise round.
Yeah.
Like it's not the first round.
yeah.
So that's why like surprise will be different in this case.
Mm-hmm.
But the advantage is always there. So even in the case that we don't get a surprise round off, I'll always have advantage in the first round, which will still always be nice because like
Yeah.
that is one of the most annoying things. Is like the last fight was like, oh, my first round. Oh, I just missed all my last two attacks, meaning my first round was kind of shoddy, which means now it's much more reliable, which is very nice.
It
Not to
happens.
mention the other stuff. Yeah, but I did. Yeah, but like, because I did test it out to see what my damage could be. Like, say if I got like the perfect kind of shots off and hit everything, and I used like lightning arrow and stuff. I think my
Mhm.
damage at this point in the game could be something in and around about. It could hit about 200 damage in the first round if I get really lucky on the rolls. Which is not
Alright.
unlikely.
You all had a long rest, so your exhaustions are also gone.
Mm-hmm.
And in the morning, what's happening is that you see that the Ronin of the Golden Blade are dismantling the camp because they're traveling to some they have to travel to somewhere now.
Yeah.
What as Kensei summons you all towards him, I would like to know where Lord Shimada will be needing us next.
Someone will have to shoot him a message. Haru, could you?
Yeah, I will type one out in a little bit. I'm trying to figure out my whole internet setup is currently down.
Oh, you
So I
could,
will be
if you
listening in.
want
I'm
to,
just
you could
trying to get
also,
this fixed. I will type one out at some
yeah,
point.
you can also have someone else type the message for you, or figure out the message for you, and you and you just read it.
Yeah. Just trying to think who'd be the most reliable for it. But yeah, if somebody wants to type it up, I will read over it first. But then, because I am limited on words.
That's who knows him best.
Yeah, I mean, I could either type something up or just give you like a little bit like, hey, this is kind of an outlier of what we're trying to say, and if you feel like you want to type it out, just whatever,
Well,
you want to throw in.
the person himself is not available because he has internet trouble. So
Yeah, let me see. What's ending is 25 words?
27
Yep.
or 20.
Limit it to 20, please, because I have a small thing I need to add. I'm going to try restarting everything, so I will be temporarily gone for a little bit.
All right. Something like that, I think, would be good. It's just 17 words.
All right.
Anything else? There's still a total of 8 words if things need to be shuffled around or added as far as whatever Haru decides later when it gets fixed. But I think that's pretty sufficient as far as what needs to be said and done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has plenty of time, room for whatever he wants to say himself. You get a sending is casted back, and you get instructions that you have to travel to the Tarayama region because that's where the next invasion point is. Because all the different samurai and forces that they've gathered are also traveling along there, but they have the request of going to the first going to the Okeo region where Gihei's village is, and traveling past all the different villages to recruit as many samurai to travel with you towards the Tarayama region. So basically travel from north to south and pick up as many people along the way. Is the order.
Oof.
Fair enough.
Guess they're following us.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could send these guys ahead and then pick up along the way, or leave without these guys and have these guys come in later, because they have to still demolish an entire camp.
That's true.
And with that,
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
With that, I think this is actually a good moment to end today's session. Now that you have more instructions of what to do next for next session.
Probably.
Also,
enough.
I didn't prepare any travel encounters, so because I did never
probably thought
expected
you
to
didn't.
actually throw a 12 on the and an entire line of dragons.
On the dice, yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Oh yeah.
been a
You expected at least one
decently
more
long
fight
combat
here.
probably left over.
So I'll stop the stream here.
Yeah, like because I'd imagine like